All right, we good? We good?
Yes, sir.
All right, what number is this? 65.
Five. Yeah.
Wow, 65. All right. All right, and we are back now recording. This is the radio show about another turn podcast about it. To my left, we'll start with Daniel because it's his show. Sorry, Charlene, give me a second. Lifelong best friend, co-host, co-creator, quarterback, point guard, 1,000 points scored in high school, recording artist. Talk to the people, Rob.
What's poppin'? Hello. Welcome back. It is amazing to be here. It is amazing to be here. I'm sorry about that if you're listening with headphones.
Yeah, shout out headphones
I am
users
so excited. We got one of my best friends in the whole wide world in the building today. This will be her first and last time on the show. So clap it up for Miss CHARLENE Hendricks. Talk to the people, please. Tell them who you are, what you are about, what you represent. Your political affiliation, anything, give it to them.
Hello. Well, first of all, this is not my last time, but
Speak
it is
up. That's not how you talk.
This is my first.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm shy. This
didn't know
may
who
be
that
my
other
first
person
time, but it's definitely not the last. I don't know why Daniel said that, especially after this video goes up insanely. People are definitely going to want me to come back. I am CHARLENE Hendricks, Char, the mermaid, whatever you want to call me. I am both of these guys' best friends, and I'm a business owner, event planner. I mean, anything that I am, name it. I'm getting my doctorate. I could write a list.
Don't
So,
stop. Keep going.
I'm also a recording artist.
Okay.
A dancer, a teacher, a lover, a healer.
Woo!
Man, I mean, the list
Monopoly
is endless.
Go player.
Monopoly Go player, TikTok influencer.
Come on.
Hey, what do we
all of
say?
that.
Show ish.
Yeah.
Shout out
so
to the women.
Shout out to the black woman.
Shout out
a
to
black
the
woman.
queens, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the first day of Black History Month. We should have started
facts.
with that.
Shout out to everybody who didn't go to work today.
Salute to the kings and queens of the world. We run this bitch. I am very, very excited to be here. We got a lot of gossip to get to. I don't know if you guys can tell from the last few episodes, especially if you watched the episode with Grace Salute. I love girl drama. My favorite thing about having a girlfriend is getting girl drama. My favorite thing about having two female best friends is getting girl drama. If you ask CHARLENE how we communicate, we call and she just tells me everything she can about her life because I love girl drama. Yep. So we finna get into it all. But first, I do have to ask, who is your favorite black person ever?
Myself.
Second favorite black
My
person.
bad.
Ever.
Oh my gosh, Oprah. I'm sorry. I know that's a little controversial.
My fault.
I know that's a little controversial.
Oprah's a terrible answer. That's
listen,
the worst answer.
Listen,
Were
Put
you
the,
in the audience?
put the timestamp for that one.
Hey,
Put the timestamp for Oprah.
Hey, listen. I understand how controversial it may be, but Oprah was for me.
You met Obama.
Listen,
She's
I
like
did
your
meet
Ellen?
Obama. I did meet Obama. Oprah was the first person that I ever seen as a black woman be 100% that bitch.
That's
I stand with
Okay.
Oprah.
That's
Oprah
Okay.
is the blueprint. These
Okay.
bitches was not that bitch.
Okay.
We don't get Issa Rae being Issa Rae who she is if we don't have Oprah.
Issa Rae
Because Oprah was 100%, I'm going to do everything. I am that bitch.
Okay.
So Oprah,
Shout out to
listen, Young Thug said it best. Somebody told Oprah, I want wifey.
Okay.
He said that for a reason.
Oh, no, I'd wife
Because he
Oprah.
wants a boss bitch.
Yeah.
I would wife
I love-
Oprah in a second.
I love
I'll wife
Oprah.
Gayle King.
Whoa.
I don't know about Gail.
Gail is the best friend. Gail is the best friend. I don't feel that way about Gail.
Shout
I don't
out
feel that way
Oprah and the
about
ankle
Gail.
monitor.
But I'm a diehard Oprah fanatic. I want to meet Oprah. Like, I want to meet Oprah.
I'd be scared to
And
be
then
Oprah
Issa
now.
All right, we're just gonna do a new intro. All right, who's your favorite black person ever?
Jason Kidd. I'm just kidding. That's my NBA fans out there. But for real, Hove. Hove, my favorite black
That's a
person
good
ever.
answer.
I ain't
That's
gonna
a
lie.
good answer.
That's
That's a
a
good answer.
phenomenal-
Remember we
Listen,
used to ask who has the best life ever? Like we used to just ask that.
Oh,
Like,
for sure.
It's Hope.
Like,
It's
for sure.
1,000,000%.
listen, it may be Hove. It may be
It's
Hove.
Hove.
He's on the down tier now. He's not like
He
Hove. Like he
is.
used to
He's
be,
a
though.
housewife now. He's a
He's a
house husband.
housewife.
Yeah.
He's so
He's
totally
a housewife
house
with a
husband.
billion.
Listen,
Man.
no. Listen, Drake creeping up on him. Drake.
Drake doesn't. Drake is not a husband.
Listen,
Yeah, no, but like at the same time, like he's
Listen.
Drake though. Like it's
Listen.
funny. You get like
He
half
is.
being Drake.
Drake has a house in Turks.
Yeah.
He
Just kidding.
does.
On the ocean. So, all right, we're not gonna decorate Drake starting the show. Nope, not gonna do it.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
favorite
fuck
black
that
person ever would have to be Kobe Bryant. A quick runner-up is Hove, though. Hove, Kobe Bryant, and probably Michael Vick would be my top 3.
Michael Vick is crazy.
Michael Vick was my first sports idol, and sports mean a lot to me. He was my first one. I was like 4 or 5 running around the house.
I ain't gonna lie. I
Michael
throw Reggie
Vick,
Bush
so.
in there.
Damn. Reggie Bush got to be top 10 for sure. For shit show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well
Nicki.
then I'm gonna throw in Morgan Freeman.
That's a good.
I fucks with
That's a
Morgan
solid answer. Oh, Beyonce. What the fuck did I? My bad. Sorry, Kobe.
Yeah, outside of
It's
sports,
Beyonce.
because I gave
It's
a couple
Beyonce.
sports ones.
Sorry.
I throw Donald Glover in there. One of my favorite
That's
black
spot
people.
on.
Donald Glover, yeah.
That's spot on.
Yeah.
I would throw 1990 to 2015 Will Smith.
Okay, yeah, I like that. Cut it off.
Yeah, cut it off.
Right before it got too bad.
Yeah, we can
Like,
cut
yeah.
some. We can cut this
Okay,
shit off.
I gotta fuck
I would still me Will Smith today.
today. Joe.
He got too much going on, bro.
Oh.
I can't be around all that, dog. That's bad energy, bro.
They made that nigga be a slave. I don't know. I don't
Also,
know.
Erykah Badu. That's my third. My third is
yeah.
Erykah Badu.
That's a good pick. That would be my third.
And Solange.
That's Solange. Hey, Solange and Johnson Family Vacation might be one of the most attractive women to ever walk this earth. I had to throw that out. I saw that movie for the first time the other day.
Wait.
And
For the first time?
I don't watch movies.
I've never seen it.
If I gave you
I
a
have
list
it
of the
on
black
DVD.
movies I haven't seen,
I've
you would
never
probably
seen it.
No,
be
Johnson
very
Family
ashamed.
Vacation. That was one of the movies like when we would be on road trips.
Yeah.
Like I would be in the car playing that in a portable DVD player. Like
Taylor
that's my
said the exact
that's
same
my
thing.
shit.
Was Iron Man in it? I ain't seen it. I ain't seen it. Okay.
Bow Wow in it.
I like where he started. For the niggas listening that's confused because we're not like breaking down Hello Sports, and this is gonna be a little different episode, real free flowing. You know, we're all best friends here. So you mentioned movies on a road trip. I was also a road trip kid. What else was y'all watching?
All right. So look, y'all. I'm gonna stay out of this conversation. Y'all enjoy. I'll be over here. Let me know when it's over.
You didn't go on, like, you
do
wasn't-
not have an answer.
Oh, you
I've
wasn't like
never
a-
watched a movie in the car in my life.
Bring it
What?
down the house.
Never, not once.
Zathura.
Bring it down the house. Do
I
y'all
don't
know,
even know what that movie that is.
with
Which one,
Steve
me or
Martin and Queen Latifah?
Never seen
Nope.
Her name was Charlene in the movie.
Oh, okay.
And she was
okay.
she catfished him, and she was a felon, and he
kinda
was a
lit.
lawyer, and they was working together
I
to
saw
solve a crime.
I saw Wedding Crashers 30 times. Who's Your Caddy?
Who's Your Caddy? That's a good one.
Elite movie.
Be
Okay.
Cool. Have y'all ever seen
No.
Be Cool? It has like Andre 3000. Like Andre 3000 is in it. Big Boy is in it. Usher is in it.
I love Big Boy
John
movies.
Travolta. Like John Travolta. It is a crazy like lineup. If y'all look at that movie, like it's all superstars.
Since we were just naming black people, I throw Big Boy in there too.
That's a good
Big
pick.
Boy's listen. What Big Boy did in ATL, like I'm telling you, that's like an all-time. Y'all know he just freestyled that, right?
No, I didn't know.
No,
that.
I didn't know.
None of his whole character, none of that was written.
I've never
love
seen
That
it.
was literally just him.
Not 1 second of it.
I would put Usher
You've
as
never
one of
seen
my
ATL?
favorite black people.
No, I have not.
You've never seen ATL?
No, I have not.
I don't know.
All right,
That's
bruh.
crazy.
See this.
That's kind of crazy.
I watch sports, bro.
No. But
No,
ATL
no,
is
no,
different
no, no.
though.
I
Like,
ATL.
watch sports.
listen,
bro.
I ain't gonna lie. ATL is one of the best.
So
like,
let me say something to y'all. Let
Have
me
you
say
ever
something
seen
to
The
y'all real
Wood?
quick.
This is
Real
really
quick,
important.
I
Real
haven't
quick.
seen
First
The Wood.
off,
I haven't seen The Wood because I know what happens in it, and I don't want to comment.
I remember why I said I never watched a show in the car, and it's because we had the portable disc,
Yeah.
not the TV car.
Okay,
So
yeah.
what we watched, do y'all remember the Andre 3000 show? Classic
Yes.
3000? That's what I had.
Oh.
But
we
I
had
had
that on
I
our
didn't
CD.
have the TV car. We had like the one like that you plug into the cigarette lighter.
Oh.
Like it opened up like a laptop.
Yes,
and
like
you
the
put-
portable DVD player.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. That's what we
I
had.
was
Yeah.
like, I was
Uh-huh.
sitting on my lap.
Yes,
back
yes.
seat.
Yeah.
I had the little drop down.
Yeah.
Nah,
You have
nah,
money.
nah.
You have real
I
money.
was like an only child for real. We didn't have that.
But in my household, when I was a kid, bro, I didn't watch the Boondocks till I was 20 years old. I didn't watch Family Guy until I was 18. I couldn't watch TV during the week until I was 15. And I couldn't play my game during the week
that's that
until
private school
I
shit.
was 14. And
Nah, his parents fucked
read
with him.
and
His parents cared about
I
him.
read and I watched sports.
Yeah, your parents cared about you. My parents didn't care
My
at all.
I
What
didn't
was you
do
reading,
none of
Daniel?
that shit. Like books. Like I probably read over 500 books in my
Even
life.
to get the cat wheels back.
AR test was going crazy.
Daniel read 5 books a day since he was 13. For 12 years. Like,
No. I've read a lot of books.
You
though.
did your
That's-
summer reading every year,
Yeah,
didn't you?
yeah.
oh,
yeah.
I was never that nigga.
I used to not read the books, and people would pay me to do their essays, and I still didn't read the
I
books.
remember, I think my junior year, I forget what year we came back to Newton. Everybody was like, yeah, you were supposed to do it because I didn't do it. But I remember getting home, and my mom was like, mad as hell. She was like, how are you already behind? It's the first day of school. Like, how are you already
funny as
behind?
hell. Because facts.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
My last movie is Deliver Us from Eva.
Never seen it.
But you've never. That's crazy. But you've never seen The Wood. Question mark.
Have not seen The Wood, but
That's
I know
crazy.
what happens in The Wood, so I don't want to watch it.
No, I haven't seen.
I'm not strong
I haven't
enough to go
seen The Fridays. I haven't seen Rush Hour.
Baby Boy.
I haven't seen Baby Boy.
Whoa,
I haven't
Rush
seen-
Hour. Whoa, we not getting past Rush Hour.
I haven't seen none of the Men in
None of
Black,
the Rush
none of
Hours?
the Matrix. Nothing.
None of
Okay.
the Matrix.
I mean, The Matrix is cool. That's not. We talking about black movies.
Matrix a black movie?
I haven't
Shout out
seen
Keanu
Paid in
Reeves.
Full. I've seen
Oh,
half.
Paid,
of,
okay, yeah.
I've seen Don't Be a Menace.
Yeah, no.
That
You
is-
got a
that's-
lot of work
Don't
to
be
do.
a menace is nothing.
You got a lot of work. I hope there's no, I'm not gonna say that. I hope there's another mini pandemic to make you stay in the house.
Yeah.
You gotta scratch some of these movies off that list.
That's actually very
in
crazy.
26 hours after this video posted, it's gonna be a CDC warning.
How have you not seen ATL?
Yeah, ATL is
As
crazy.
much as we
told you.
argue about ATL, like
Yeah, I
You're
just
not
be
from
watching.
Atlanta
I, just
for
be
real.
like, I kind of know what happens now because
Yeah.
y'all argue about it so much. But like, I
no.
never seen.
Watch it.
It's not about arguing about what
I
happens.
fuck with the game though. The
game?
TV show.
No, we're not. No,
My
like
bad.
no, we're not gonna start equivalating these movies,
No.
these movies, to the game.
There's not even an ATL game. He meant the Donald Glover show.
No, he's talking about the game.
I'm
The
talking
game
about the
that we
game.
was just
I'm
arguing
talking about
about.
the game
with,
on BET.
Yes, he's talking about with Melanie. With,
Oh.
that we was just arguing about.
I
Who was
love
I
the
just
game.
arguing with
I
that
love
about?
the game.
That's
I
a
love
I
it.
was
Kodak
just arguing
show.
on the
The
timeline
game
with
a
somebody about
crazy.
that.
The game is like a soap opera for black people.
It is.
Like it's like ridiculously dramatic.
yeah,
it's
I'm actually. I just got
ridiculously
mad because you watch Grays.
And they playing football.
You watch Grays, but you ain't never seen these black movies.
She cooking you. I ain't. She cooking you. How do you live in Atlanta? You never seen ATL?
Chill. I was joking.
Movies are an hour,
Subscribe.
bro. Movies are an hour.
I don't have a long attention span. I have ADHD really bad.
I think you should watch Atlanta just to watch Big Boy Wardrobe because he had that shit on in Atlanta.
Okay. I watch Atlanta Paid in Full Friday all before next show.
Bet.
Okay. Which Friday of all of them?
The first two.
At least the first two. The third one is a little.
I've heard the third one don't really matter. So
Yeah.
I'll watch the first two. Because the first Friday's like an hour, ain't it?
About an hour or so, yeah.
Probably.
Okay. Speaking of Friday, on Friday, last Friday, Megan Thee Stallion dropped a new single called Hiss. It is about to go #1 with alongside, it's fighting with Jack Harlow right now. In that record, she had a couple disses aimed towards Aubrey Graham and Onika Mirage
And Tory Lanez fans.
and Tory Lanez fans.
Crazy song, by the way.
If you could guess which one of those three people responded within 2 hours of the record coming out,
10
I'm
minutes.
sure we can all guess it was Aubrey Graham. But it was not.
No.
It was Onika Mirage.
Yeah.
And this is where I am going to give the floor to Charlene. And the only question I have is, how has your opinion of Nicki Minaj changed from when you became a fan of her until now?
In regards to this,
All things Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
And then we're going to shrink it after that.
Okay. I feel like came in full-fledged. I was a Barb. I was on Nicki, like, I probably wasn't even on MySpace yet. I was a Barb.
Damn.
Like, I was a
What I
hard
tell you,
Barb.
09 till infinity. twin.
No, like, hard Barb. Like,
hard.
all of the unreleased mixtape, whatever. Like, I'm a hardcore Barb. I can start spitting some Nicki that y'all probably have never heard before. I'm a Barb through and through. Every song, every feature, I'm singing it with my chest. And I think that Nicki was good. I think that she reached her peak. I think that she peaked. And I think that she should have went into like OG status. But then she kept trying to keep up because new women were coming into rap. And I think that she kept trying to compete with them. But I think that she forgot that she was already an OG. And I think that that is what tarnished her brand. I think that she was trying to keep up with these girls who, like, quite literally were trying to do what she did, what she made possible. Like, like my biggest issue with Nicki Minaj is that all of these girls are who they are because of her.
Yeah.
And she's trying to argue with them, and it's like, girl, they look up to you. Like, they look up to you. And I just think that she's a mean girl, and that really changed my perspective. That stuff that happened with Lotto, especially like when Lotto is posting the screenshots, and she's like, Nicki, I love you, I respect you, like, please, but like begging her, like, I don't want to argue with you, and then Nicki being like, nah. I'm like, that turned me off. It all turned me off. And now it's just to the point where she's just like, it's giving washed up, it's giving bitter, it's giving upset. Like, you don't want nobody to succeed. And that's my issue with her, is that she don't want nobody to surpass her, but like they're not going to. And I don't think that she realized that.
Okay.
I fucks with that.
Do you have anything to say?
Yeah. Since we'll be editing this to a TikTok, let's throw that Lightning McQueen meme up right there when you find out your goat wash, because I love rap beef. Y'all, anyone who's watched the show for the entirety knows I love rap beef. When they first started beefing, I, of course, Daniel knows because we've argued about this. I was a little early on the Nicki Minaj hate train. I thought her screaming at a toddler was my last one. That's why I was like, oh, yeah, she might be a little tweaked out.
Stormy is the enemy.
Yes, but when Meg dropped his, I was like, I love beef. Meg rap. She dropped a video. Meg fine. Like let's
get into it.
I put it on the big screen. So,
hey, Pop, hold on. Let me airplay some real quick.
Yo, I put it on the big screen. I was making lunch. So the first watch through, I was like, damn, that bitch fine. But second watch through, I was like, man, she is cooking. Like, Meg is one of, like, the best female rappers easily out right now. But, like, her cadences and how she'll get in out of different parts of the song, it's getting a lot better. And we talked about that with her. Like,
she is growing.
She's always been a great rapper, but she just needs to transition from verse to verse. And now you can tell she got people around her, all that stuff. And I was like, man, that's awesome. Let's see how Nicki Minaj, responds. And, boy, I hated that shit. Oh, my God. I may have been biased, but, like, dude.
Okay, so Barb here.
Okay.
Pause. I love Nicki Minaj. I still love Nicki Minaj to this day because I don't care about anything Nicki Minaj does in her personal life. I only listen to her music because I have women around me that like Nicki Minaj's music.
That's fair.
But that diss record was what the fuck? What the fuck? Why did you do that? And I think where she was going was like, okay, this might be hard. But then she was like,
yeah, no.
It was like she thought as long as she dropped the record, it was going to do what it needed to do. Yeah. And it's like, and you don't really got that pull no more. Like people going to run and listen to it, but people not going to care. And people going to give you the bad reaction because you going against America's sweetheart right now. One of America's sweetheart, one of rap's sweetheart. Yeah. So you really got to come with some shit that makes this beef the opposite of what Charlene's saying.
Yeah.
You got to make it look like you not punching down.
The optics are bad.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. You
but
gotta
also
look like
she
you
repeated the
punching
same thing
for a long time.
I was on her lives. Like, I want you to know, from the moment it started, I've been watching this. I'm very invested.
Yes.
I want
That's
you to
why I
know
asked her to
I have a 2-minute voice record. I have a 2-minute screen recording of her live from
The first
Saturday. It was Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Everything that she said in that 2-minute live is the entire song.
That's crazy.
It's the entire. She said the exact same things. No new information. Niggas was beefing with Drake, and we found out he had a baby.
Yeah, shout out to that. And that 46.
She dropped nothing new. But she also didn't drop anything new. Like, nothing was new.
Yeah.
Nothing she said was new from anything else that anybody else has said. Right. We know she fucked Tory Lanez. Like, we know that.
Well,
she didn't say nothing.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because the thing, what I liked the most about the Meg song was, like, there's a couple different ways you can take it. She just was like, yeah, I fucked them niggas. Like, so what?
And the dick wasn't good.
And the thing is, like, so what? Like, is it like if you see Megan Thee Stallion, you not like real niggas not gonna care.
They don't care.
That's Megan Thee Stallion. Like,
but also that Megan's Law bar, there's so many pedophiles in the industry right now. Yeah. It could have been about anybody.
That's a fact.
It could have been about anybody.
And the thing, but the thing is, like, I feel like, and I can't speak for anybody else, but when an anti-pedophile bar gets you out of bed, you need to look in the mirror. Like, if that is triggering enough for you to be like, oh yeah, I gotta get right, you need to reassess the people around you, bro. Like, if it, like, that is not someone you should be defending. Like, that's what you're like, you got him. Like,
we are all in agreement there.
Yeah.
But where I want to offer some pushback is a couple places that you said. One, I want to ask you why you think she is washed up. I want you to define if you think she is washed up to you and the circle around you, or do you think she is washed up to the world? And secondly, no, answer that first. Go there first.
I don't think that it is me only because it's there. People talk about it. Like, somebody made a TikTok about exactly what I said, and they were like, it frustrates me. Nicki Minaj don't know that she Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
And Nicki Minaj went in on them on the post, and they're like, bruh, we just want you to see your worth.
Yeah.
Like, everybody loves and respects Nicki, and to me, her music fell off. But obviously, like, her music is still, like, she makes hits, but to me, she's not making that same shit that I fell in love with. She's not making that no more. She's not. She's super mainstream. And I mean, it comes with the fame, but like, Nicki not making the same music no more.
Yeah.
And so that is a part of it. But yes, you're washed up. When you are arguing with a bitch that people did not know who she was 5 years ago, and you are Nicki Minaj, like, I think this is, and I equated it to you earlier. Who did I say? I said this is like Drake. What did I say? This is like Lil Wayne arguing with Lil Baby. It's like I feel like you got to put it in a perspective like that. Could you imagine Beyonce arguing with like Summer Walker or SZA? Like, yes, SZA is a good example. Could you imagine Beyonce arguing with SZA?
Yeah.
Like, that's absolutely insane to me. Because why would you do it? Like, you're not touching her. You arguing, she's arguing with all these people. They got one song. They have one hit. Like, Lotto.
Yeah,
Lotto want to be you. Like,
Yeah.
these girls want to be you. They look up to you. And you arguing with them. You're washed up. Why are you intimidated by bitches that want to be you?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I think that she's washed up. And a lot of people have that same perspective. I've seen TikToks about it. I've seen other people. Even Grace talked about it. And Grace isn't in my circle. We don't have them conversations. But yes, like, I think that people feel like that. Everybody that I know was not going to the Pink Friday tour because of Pink Friday 2. They were going to Pink Friday tour because of their inner child or they whatever. And this was our first time being old enough to afford some concert tickets to go see Nicki. It had nothing to do with the album that she just dropped because that album was not enough to make me spend that money on that ticket.
Let me ask this, because I too think she's washed. So to me, so as someone who's not like a super part, but I've heard Nicki Minaj, like, she's a megastar. So you've had to hear her music over the last couple of years. I feel like there is a distinct like point, like you can what do they do for crochet, like ADBC, like there is a distinction from when her and Safari stop fucking with each other and after with how the music sounds. Is that something y'all hear too, or am I just speculating?
Absolutely.
Okay.
No, I do not.
Shit.
So give me the date though. Give me the date.
I'm saying like when they stop fucking around, like that.
I don't know. I don't know nothing about
Let me look at the album because I can tell you the album. I can tell you the
it was
exact
Queen.
time.
You're talking about Queen. We spoke about this the other week.
Yeah, okay, we talked. Yeah, because we talked about this. It was Queen. Yes, it was Queen. And she had
But that was way after
she had
Safari.
her couple of
That's
bops
why I
on
said
Queen.
no. Only was after Safari. No Frauds was after Safari. Truffle Butter was after Safari. All of that was after.
Now this is what I
Pink
was.
Print 2.
Pink Print 2?
Yes.
Pink Print 2 is the, I think, from
And
Pink
that was
Print
after
2 to
Safari.
Queen.
That's why I said no.
Pink Print 2
That was after
to
Safari?
Queen was the drop for me.
Pink Print 2, not
Maybe
the first
after
Pink
Meek
Print.
Mill.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
after Meek Mill.
Well, okay.
Maybe after Meek Mill.
Once she became
It was me.
just Nicki Minaj, like there wasn't. I don't want to call Safari another rapper, but like a nigga allegedly helping her write. Once it became just Nicki and Nasty, man, like we haven't. I just don't feel like I feel this because the way Meg raps, that's how I used to hear Nicki rap. Where she would get on a track and it wouldn't be like, "Hi, I'm Nicki Minaj. I'm a woman rapper." No, I'm one of the best rappers in the world. I'm changing my cadences. All the bars are hard. I'm on every flow. Now, like you put that diss song on, I don't know who she is. I don't know who that is.
And I will say, I don't think Nicki's pen is Nicki's pen. I'm not gonna take her pen from her. Because she still has some she has some bops in there. Like she has some bops in there.
For sure.
Like some features. Like when she's on whoa, we want to try it.
Yeah,
Black
Seeing
Lives Matter
Green.
Mariah.
Seeing Green was amazing.
No, she has some
Seeing
bops.
Green.
Yeah.
No, she can
But-
still rap. She
for
just
sure.
chooses when she wants to.
I don't think that it's her pen. I think that it's like she went like the Weeknd route. Like she turned into like a pop star. And Daniel, we talked about that. She turned into a pop star, and it's like you're a rapper, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, you're a
but
rapper.
But I think the goal for rappers is to become a pop star. I just don't think many people have been able to do it, and then I don't think many people have been able to sustain it. We had this conversation, but I think like Nicki is, no, it was with Grace. We had like Nicki is Drake. Like Nicki is a pop star, Drake is a pop star. I think Wayne hit pop star territory for a little bit. I think Hove hit pop star territory for a little bit. The difference between with them two is Kanye as well. With them three is the music never felt pop starish. I think with Nicki and Drake, the music feels pop starish, and that's why we have an issue with it. But I think the same thing you're saying in regards to her being washed is honestly, I think, an opinion of people that grew up with Nicki Minaj. I think that people that grew up with Nicki Minaj and fell in love with the Barb and Roman's Revenge feel like this era of Nicki Minaj post Pink Friday 2, what I think be most people's cutoff, Pink Friday 2, I think that era of Nicki Minaj fans feel that way, the same way you do. But I think a new era and an older era of Nicki Minaj fans that don't give a fuck about her personal life still fuck with her. And the only reason I feel that way is because the numbers show it. And when you have multiple top 25 hits in the same year, when you have a number one single in the same year, then a top 10 single in the same year, and then a number one album that sells higher than, like, is a top 10 highest selling album within the past 2 years of all genres, those things let me know that what you're saying is still a small view. Now, it may be the most important sector of her fan base, so as her career furthers, the fandom around her may lessen. But I do think right now, today, Nicki is arguably still as big as she is. You just don't feel it because.
Well, I never said that she wasn't as big as she is because I said that she's in OG status. I'm not. I don't think that Nicki being washed up has nothing to do with her stardom.
Okay.
Nicki Minaj is always gonna be Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
But the people who are supporting her music are the people who 100,000% care about her life.
Okay.
These people care about her life.
Okay.
People tuned into that diss track because of Nicki Minaj, not because of her music.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't tune into her because of her music. Nicki Minaj ain't dropped nothing in a couple years. People want to hear it. So people are going to want to hear it. But like the Barbs, she has a cult-based following. Okay. They're going to run the numbers up regardless. That's what it is with any cult-based following.
Let me also retort, because I wanted to ask, do you think she's still one of the biggest active female artists out right now? Because I did notice, I don't know what the numbers are right now, but it was a couple days after the Meg diss, she had dropped hers, and I was rewatching both, and the Meg diss had like Meg's video had like twice as many views as compared to the Nicki video. So my question would be, with SZA being number one for 18 million weeks, with Meg being as big as she is, beyond like the rest of the Summer Walker, as the rise of more female artists, I don't want to say kind of like dilutes that pool, but like it used to just be Nicki for a while.
For sure.
But now it isn't. Do you feel like as she loses some of her foothold, that those fans start to matter a lot more? Like, because once you lose that core fandom, like Charlie said, she'll always have 2 million on Instagram, Twitter. Like, she's always gonna have like Nicki Minaj's first week numbers will never be bad because she's Nicki Minaj,
and they're gonna like, oh, is it good? They're gonna want to hear, like, they're curious.
But she is no longer like the biggest name in female hip hop right now.
I would disagree with that. I for sure think Nicki Minaj, if we're doing a show, Nicki Minaj is charging the highest price. And I think that means she's still the biggest name in hip hop. That I think it's simple as that. I think if we drop an album, I think Nicki Minaj may be the only female artist, other than maybe Cardi and maybe Meg, that could do an arena world tour. I don't think any of them else can do it. I don't think Lotto can do an arena world tour. Corey LeRae, none of them.
But they're
so
not in it. But look,
so
that
yes,
argument
I think
within
she is
itself,
still the
that
biggest
argument
rap
within
artist.
itself, they not there yet. Lotto
That's
shouldn't
the
be. Lotto shouldn't be. She shouldn't be doing a stadium tour.
No, that's
right
not
now.
a slight towards them.
I don't know,
but
I'm just saying, like, Nicki should be doing stadium tours. Lotto should not. So if you can sell out a stadium, but she's not. She's not at Mercedes-Benz.
I do not think she can do a stadium tour. I said arena. She cannot do a stadium. I don't think no rapper can do a stadium tour other than Drake. And I don't even know Drake can really do a full.
But if you have that kind of fandom, why are you arguing with people who still got to charge $25 to sell out a show for
because
their tickets?
I think people lose track of, some people do want to stay on top forever. And I think once you feel that threat of you staying on, of somebody coming to take that spot, you're going to react to that. I think we're also losing track that Nicki Minaj has been in beef since she came in rap. This has never been, not been a thing with Nicki. She has been beefing with somebody every year since she came out. So I think it's maybe you're just tired of it. Or maybe social media has brought a bigger scope into the lens of who Nicki Minaj is and it's turning you off. But this is who Nicki has been her entire career. Yeah. So that's why I am the surprise the surprising factor of this from a certain part of her fan base is surprising to me because Nicki Minaj has been in beef since day one.
Okay, so this
yes,
is so
but
this
she
is
went from being bullied to being the bullier, and I think that is the problem because it's not the same kind of beef. Like it's not the same kind of beef. Like this beef it is not the same as before. Okay. Because these are girls who are looking up to her. Like let's not forget that she fell out with Lotto solely because she made it. Not Lotto. Who did she fell out with Meg? All of this started because she did WAP.
Yeah.
Like it was because she was trying to get her to drink after Nicki Minaj told her off camera.
No, it wasn't. It was because of WAP, and she told people that it was that.
Like
come on, bro.
I can't repeat what Nicki said.
She's mad. She's mad because she did that song with Cardi.
I don't think that's the issue.
No, that Cardi.
I don't think that's the issue.
Okay, so this would be my retort. Because what you said was, she's always been like this.
She's always been a mean girl. I just want to put that out there. Nicki has not always been a mean girl.
But
I disagree with that.
But for the sake of argument, let's say she was. And I never thought we would be making this type of comparison. But in the NFL, you get drafted as a diva wide receiver. Mm-hmm. If I'm catching 1,500 yards, 20 touchdowns, I could do whatever I want on the sideline.
You feel me?
But when I look around, and it's like, damn, last 4 years, all the biggest records been female records, and none of them been mine. It's other girls in the world running shit that I'm supposed to be running. Number one songs of the summer for the last 4 years, almost all women. None Nicki Minaj. So now you look around at the antics and people not trying to fuck with it. Like, eventually people do get tired of it. So it's not like a surprise that's like, oh, yeah, I didn't think she would, still do it. I didn't think she would start doing it. It's like, we thought she would stop. Because when you started doing it, it wasn't just because, I'm Nicki Minaj, I'm going to argue with whoever I want to. Like, shit, like Nicki was the victim in a lot of these arguments at trying to come up as the type of rapper she was, where she came up and, like, trying to get that respect. Yes. Now, the same people who started becoming Nicki fans, defending her from those type of people, are watching her be that person now.
Yes.
Okay, so.
And being like, oh, she has 3 Grammys, but she still can't rap on beat. You're a hater.
That's crazy.
Like, you're a hater. You're a hater. You're a hater.
What rap beef is.
That's true, but that's lame.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
That's true, but that's
rap beef is all hate. That's what rap beef is.
No, but true, but like, come on.
That's what rap beef is. I'm not giving y'all that. Like, that's what rap beef is, my nigga. Like, we gonna talk about how I feel about your music in this rap beef. If I feel like you can't rap on beat, then I'm gonna say something. And that comes from a deeper place because Nicki has been blackballed from the Grammys.
She could have been like, Meg, you can't rap on a beat. She had to bring up them Grammys because she's bitter because she don't have one.
Yes, because she's been blackballed from the Grammys. Everybody would be bitter in that situation. Nicki Minaj and Drake in that sector of rap had been blackballed from the Grammys. Drake does the same thing with them. Kanye does the same thing. Wayne does the same thing. Like, it's a sector of them that are bitter from that. I think that's rap beef. I think that's perfectly fine. And I would also argue that, one, you said that for the past 4 years, all the songs of the summer have not featured Nicki Minaj. I would retort with that point with the moment Nicki Minaj came back out and dropped music, she had all the number one records everybody was doing. I would also argue the point that the records
what are
Super
they?
Freaky Girl went number 1, Ruby Red Sleeves was top 50.
Yeah, these are not the songs of the summer.
No, I'm talking about song of the year. Like
these are not
like Bodak Yellow, Ski.
See, that's where
SZA SOS.
That's where that's where I feel that doesn't matter. If you have the number one record, the record is number one somewhere. I was also saying that her being on those records by herself means something. Meg and Cardi are coming together for these records. Lotto and Mariah Carey are coming together for these records.
Cardi did one by herself.
Cardi did one by herself 6 years ago.
But my retort was that Cardi, that record is bigger than anything Nicki's ever done in her career. And the numbers support it.
That doesn't matter in this point. And to me, that doesn't matter right now. I agree with that. Bodak Yellow is arguably one of the 15 biggest rap songs ever.
But that's my thing. It's like Nicki was the first guard to come off screens and hit these.
Okay, hold on.
She was she was the trailblazer.
Right. Where I was going with this was, so 5 years go by, you don't drop. You come out, you drop.
Yeah.
Because it's Nicki.
And you start, hold on. You start dropping. I'm not even talking about the numbers. I am talking about, remember last week, 2 weeks ago when I was with Grayson, I was saying that that label money also matters. Like Nicki Minaj and Lil Wayne are Young Money. You can't name another Young Money artist. So that label, that Republic needs their money, or Universal needs their money.
Fact.
I can also make the point, and maybe this does not matter to you, but I think this matters in the grand scheme of things. Nicki Minaj has been looking at the scope of rap, entertainment, pop culture for the past 5 years, and if we're being honest, what is getting clicks right now?
Samples.
Drama, beef, drama, beef, drama, and beef. So I come back after a 5-year hiatus. I need my name to circulate. I need my brand to continue to grow because I want to stay on top. I want to be able to say I was on top for X amount of years. I want to be able to say I took a break, came back, and was still on top. And a way for me to get there is to start beef with arguably the second biggest female rapper in the world.
She already been beefing with everybody this whole time. She was just beefing with Lotto a minute ago. And she was just beefing with Coyle Ray. And she's always beefing with somebody.
And my point is she's been beefing with people since she stepped back outside. And my point is maybe that is a part of her brand because I just explained that she's been beefing with people the entire time she's been out. Whether you feel like she's a bully
been dropping features the whole time. She never really stopped.
Whether you feel like the beef is flipped and she's a bully now, her brand still has beef in it. So maybe she is just buying into the brand and it's working right now because the numbers back it up. To that, you say what?
But so the numbers, and again, like even back to her album sales, we have to remember that she had some super big singles on there that had already did the streams. So her album sales was going to be her album sales because she had singles on there that were already super strong.
That don't work like that no more.
But I don't know. I just feel like if she's going to be drama, like the drama is cool. Like drama is cool if she want to be drama, but like at some point in your brand, it is no longer that. And I think that's like it becomes a point where you don't argue with people no more. I just don't feel like, to me, why are you arguing with her? Like, you're better than her. Like, and I'm like, she is the blueprint. Like, she is the trailblazer. She paved the way. Like, she Harriet Tubman. Why the fuck are you arguing with people who don't got to climb through the tunnels to get to their house? And so that is my point. My point is you don't got to do it no more. Like, she doesn't have to do it. That don't have to be her brand. Nicki was going, them streams, them first day streams, people going to tune in to anything that she do because it's her, regardless of the drama or not. That drama is not fueling anything for her because she was going to do it regardless.
Let me retort. Because while Nicki's first week numbers, of course, are going to look good, and her singles and stuff, but, you know, there are still people that are, like, her first week numbers, like, are never going to be like, oh, yeah, Nicki did 40K. Like, she has a very solid core fan base. But the difference is, like, once you stop pleasing, like, once you only have that core fan base, you get smaller and smaller every way. Like, I can see your point. Like, okay, she came back out. Okay, let's say this is part of my brand. But, like, she was doing features with 6ix9ine. She was fighting with Cardi B at the Met Gala. Like, even when she wasn't dropping music, she was beefing with people who were dropping music.
Yeah.
Like, she never, like, really took a break and stopped. Like, even while in the label drama, she was still doing features and she was still outside causing problems. But, like, I guess the question is, if she is not going to be the biggest female rapper in the world, which, if we have to debate that she is, objectively, she has taken a step back. Because for 10 years, you could not even argue it.
Okay.
Right.
Now, with that not being the case, like you mentioned, like, if we were to do a show, like, or a stadium tour, you would want Nicki first. But my retort to that would be, when Nicki was really the hottest female rapper in the world, she wouldn't be the first woman you would call to do those shows because she was still on the way up. She wouldn't be doing those stadium tours back in 08 and 09 when she was with Young Money by herself because she was still writing all the stuff, making all these albums that let her become Nicki Minaj. The problem is she sees herself in these younger girls, and she knows that time is up. Because, like you said, she wants to be on top forever. It don't work like that.
It don't.
The young eat the old. That's how it works. Like, there's always going to be somebody after you. Rap is different from the NBA. They don't retire your jersey in rap. It's gonna be another rapper. They're gonna be another person from your city. She gonna have your wig on. She gonna act just like you. And if she don't like you, she don't like you. But the difference is, all these young girls like her.
Yeah.
All these young girls like her. And what's been most frustrating, I guess, because I'm not a huge Nicki Minaj fan, so I just get tired of seeing her crash out, is that it could be the absolute complete opposite.
It could be, and they could all be hyping her up. Like, that's my whole thing is that, like, these girls come into this, and Nicki, like, it's undeniable. Like, you know, like, when you talking to an R&B artist, there was a time, like, Beyonce could say that she looked up to Tina Turner, or she looked up to Diana Ross, or she looked up to Michael Jackson. She looked up to a lot of people. There is not many female rappers that can, like, I mean, yeah, somebody might say Lil' Kim.
Yeah, Lil' Kim,
Somebody
Lil'
might say
Mama.
Lil' Kim.
Yeah.
Somebody might say
Salt and
Trina.
pepper.
But, like, there's not a lot of people. I mean, even Queen Latifah. We could get into all of that. But
there's
like,
an era where that stops.
Yeah,
Like,
there's an era
the
where that
era
stops.
we're talking
like,
to,
the era that we're
no.
talking about,
Yeah.
every single woman that we're talking about, at some point, Nicki Minaj was their influence.
Mm-hmm.
These girls be loving her. And I think that is the, like, I think that the issue is that, like, because the Lotto thing was really the turning point for a lot of people, because it wasn't rap beef disrespectful. It wasn't Cardi B and Nicki drama. Like, Lotto was begging her, please, Nicki, I love you. I respect you.
In the mic.
Meg loved her and respected her. All of these girls be loving her and respecting her. And Nicki really was the only person that could uplift all these women. She could have been selling out a stadium tour. She could have did the female rap tour. She could have did, like, there's so many things that she could have done. Like, that's my frustration with her. It's like, bro, you're Nicki Minaj. Like, it comes a point where you got to sit down and you got to uplift the other women. Like, and that's just what it is. You got to, like, she is at OG status. Like, she need to chill. Like, she could be putting people on. She could be doing so much more. And we thought that she was doing that because it was a time, Ice Spice, all of them, Coi Leray, Bia, she's doing, even with Meg. It's like, oh, my God.
She did just a couple of Sexy Red too,
Yeah, like, it's like she's doing all of this with female rappers, and then they falling out.
And so my last thing, because, you know, we did hit this a lot longer than I thought, but I do like this conversation a lot.
I had way more fun with this.
Yeah, I love this conversation a lot. But I think to wrap it up, because a couple weeks ago with Grace, we made the She Is Drake comparison. And I do agree with that. Under the same label, they came superstars. But I think the biggest difference between them is, for better or worse, Drake looked at the history of hip-hop with how Hove did it, how Wayne did it. And he said, all right, once I get here, I'm not going to get bigger. But if like, every time somebody blow up, if I'm with them, supporting them, next to them, let me hop on that, and it's never any beef, I'll be here forever. And that's what you saw. Hove did it with Wayne. Wayne did it with Drake. Drake doing it with Travis Scott, Gunna, everybody. The difference is, like, yeah, there are competition, but the way Drake, so let's take that for example. The way Drake expressed it is, all right, I'm going to get on y'all songs and they going to go crazy. I'm going to blow them up to the point where no matter how big your song gets,
they need you.
Literally, no matter how big your song gets alone, if I gas it enough, it's going to get bigger with me on it. The difference is Nicki took the complete other route. Okay. Whether she didn't do that side. So I think that is where her and Drake branched off, and you can see the difference in the longevity and impact into their careers. Like, Drake is still getting features from the hot new artists we eat and all the, like, new little guys. So.
Yes. And unfortunately, just like last thing, unfortunately, she is a woman. She got to be a girl's girl. Like, that's the thing. Like, the rap beef is cool, but, like, she's a woman. She like, her audience is us. Yeah. You got to be a girl's girl. That's what we like today.
Great conversation.
To end this fully, I think what I got out of this is a lot of her fans are disappointed in her. For sure. And like, nothing she says matters anymore, because, like, I lost a respect for you that I had you here, and now, like,
that's
just
queen.
another
that's
bitch.
The queen.
Yes, like, Itty Bitty Piggy does not hit the same no more, because it's like, bruh.
Yeah.
You, like, and like you said, like, people were
That's
bullying
not true,
her. It does. Like, people were bullying her. People were bullying her, and she had to build herself up to get to where she was, and then now she's tearing other people down. Okay. Like, that's not cool.
I receive
and
that.
especially when it's people that look up to you.
I receive that.
Like, yeah.
All right. So let's transition to Zeus Network.
Subscribe. Subscribe for your Barb news. We do it all here, dog.
Subscribe. Oh, yeah, we didn't say that at the beginning. Please subscribe, like, comment, and go follow Charlene.
Please subscribe so we can keep paying for these guests. These guests are not.
It's the Spot Inc. _
None of these guests have been free, despite what they may have you think.
CHARLENE Andrea _
All right.
On Your Crown _
Y'all want to go, would y'all give a woman money, or y'all want to go Draya and Jalen Green first?
Fuck.
Let's go. Y'all want to talk about? Okay.
I mean, would you ask a woman for money? Sorry.
We can do that one real quick. Fuck no. Hell nah. I'd rather just go broke for real. I'd rather just go broke.
How long do you have to be with a girl before you ask her for money?
8 years.
Oh.
But what are we asking for money for? And
Doesn't matter.
what is the context of the money ask?
Anything over $5.
All right, I'll paint the picture for you.
Okay.
You and your man live in a 2-bedroom apartment. Y'all split rent. Y'all pay the same amount in bills. He comes to you, but you make more than him, and you know that. You make about $10,000 more than him. Let's say 40, 50.
Is Taylor here?
That was the moment that we was having that you was like, what are they doing? That was what we were doing. He was like, do you want to talk? You want to turn the cameras off?
Like this nigga need help.
I get why you guys feel that way. I get why you feel that way. All right, let me change the scenario. 1-bedroom apartment, because that changes things.
Okay,
1-bedroom apartment, 40, 50. He's making 40. You're making 50.
Yeah.
He comes to you and says, yo, babe, I need $500 because my car is fucked up. And
Did she have a
then,
car?
Yeah, she has a car.
Okay.
He needs $500 for his car, and then 2 weeks later, after he has not paid you back, he comes back and asks for another $500 for reason unknown.
So at the point when I'm living with someone, our money is our money. And that's just for me. When I'm living with somebody, if I'm living with you and we in a 1-bedroom, our money is our money. Like, I might not be the best person. I'm a trick. If my man needs some money, I'm gonna give him some money.
That's beautiful.
But like that's just me. If my man needs some money, I'm gonna give him some money. But I feel like once we're in a place where like it's not when you living with somebody and we're building a life together, it's not about I just gave him $500 for his car. It's this nigga need to get his car fixed so he can continue to go to work.
Yeah. All right, well that was too of a mature of an answer for me. So let's take it back to y'all have been dating for a year and he asked you for $500 2 weeks apart twice. How do you feel then?
The first time I'm gonna give it to him.
Off a year?
Crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
$500 is for his car?
Sure.
He says it's for his car.
If it's for his car,
that's what he told you. Yeah.
No. I need y'all to know.
That's what the phone call says.
No, it's not gonna be a phone call. I need it for my car.
Okay.
If he need it for his car,
right.
I'm swiping my card. I'm not selling you $500.
Okay, no.
I'm not selling you $500.
So you gonna embarrass him?
That's him.
No.
You gonna walk into Tire Plus and swipe your card?
What's the shit when you behind your girl?
But I don't know. I will say yes. Probably a year in, if somebody asked me for $500, yes, I would give it to him.
Jesus Christ.
2 weeks later, and he asking me for more. What are you doing with the money?
Yeah, he's smoking crack.
No, there's not a second chance. There's not a second chance.
Okay,
like there's not a second chance.
Okay, hold on. I got it. Oh my God, this is so perfect. Oh God. He says, "Bae, listen, it's wild card weekend. I got this 6-pick right here."
No, I don't support gambling. I'm not paying for nobody's gambling. I'm not paying for nobody's gambling.
Hey,
I can tell you that right
now. This motherfucker hit.
Okay, hold on. Let me change it then. Okay, you won't pay for it. All right, man. So it's the 2nd of March, right? And he like, "Bae, we gotta put the rent in." He said, "All right, listen. So Lamar didn't run this weekend."
No.
He said Lamar didn't run this weekend, so this 6-pick ain't hit. So can you just cover it right now?
No, that's a turn off for me. Listen, we pay bills first. I'm gonna let you know right now. We pay bills first. After that, if the bills are paid,
okay.
Whatever you do with your money after that, if you want to take your whole check and spend it on a parlay after the rent is paid.
Okay.
If you are spending money before the rent is paid, no.
Okay, look,
no,
I just got one more while we're on the gambling
thing. Yes, I'm paying the rent, and you can get the.
Okay, I just got one more on the gambling thing. It's February 10th, and he sits you down. He like, "Listen, babe, we had reservations. This nigga Tay Flowers fumbled, so we won't be going to dinner this week. We gonna do Valentine's Day a little different. Like, you cool?"
No, because he should have been budgeting.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Let me paint you a scenario
Shout out Tay Flowers,
that happened to somebody I know. You're a year and a half into this relationship, and he says, "Yo, for your birthday, I'm going to take you and we're going to do couples massages. And before we do couples massages, we're going to go on after we do couples massages, we're going to go on a picnic and do a nice dinner in the park. And okay, hold on. So you pull up to his house, but he's playing Warzone with his friends. So he's playing Warzone with his friends. And he's like, hold up, babe, one more game. But that one more game lasts 45 minutes because it was the start of a new game. And then you're late to the massage appointment. So you don't get the massages because if you're 10 minutes late, they don't let you in. And he gets so mad that y'all don't go on the picnic date no more. And y'all just go to Chick-fil-A and go sit in his room.
Has that happened before? You said this happened to somebody you know?
Yeah, this happened to somebody I know.
No.
Is the relationship over after that?
Well, see, I know how I am about time.
Yes.
I don't play about time.
Yes, you
I
do.
don't play about time.
That's true.
So for me, no, that's already like, no, you should have planned that out. If my man say one more game for Warzone and we have appointments, I'm unplugging the game. I don't give a fuck. I'm unplugging the game.
Okay.
Because you just try to play with my time, so now I'm gonna play with you. I'm gonna unplug the game. I don't care.
Sorry, Taylor.
I want y'all to know. It was you,
Yes.
That's crazy.
Daniel.
What's the timestamp for that?
I'm gonna let y'all know right now.
What's the timestamp for that?
I'm gonna let y'all know right now. In my next relationship, I'm for sure gonna unplug that game. I don't give a fuck.
Okay,
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
That
unplug
relationship
that
is gonna be
game.
over real quick.
I'm gonna
Okay.
unplug
Let's
that
stop
game.
it right now.
I'm gonna
that
unplug that
relationship will
game.
be over quickly.
Listen, let's stop it right
That's
now.
one of the most disrespectful things you can do to somebody.
I
the
will
most
say.
disrespectful thing that you could do is play with my time. Did
There's
Taylor
not
cuss
more-
you out?
I would say this.
Huh?
Look,
Did Taylor cuss you out?
No, she didn't say nothing.
She should have cussed you out.
We just sat in the car and was silent for a long time.
And
She was
y'all went
probably
to Chick-fil-A.
She was probably mad as shit in that Chick-fil-A.
Man.
She was like, "Why are you taking this out on me?" She was like, "You were
Taylor
late.
don't
Why?
deserve
Why am
that.
I
She
getting?"
do not
Taylor's
deserve
such a
that.
nice girl, bro.
She was like,
I've been
"We
swung
can't go
at
do
for
something
much
else."
less. I've been swung at for much less.
And then she's so real. Everybody knew we was going to do this, and she lied. Everybody told everybody it was great. Nobody knows to this day we didn't get the massage.
What a great. Yeah, I've been swung on for much less. But let me hit your point. I will say, especially as a man, I would rather you like swing on me than unplug the game. Like, it is something so violently disrespectful about ripping a nigga game out the wall.
That is crazy.
Because it feel like you're trying to sun me now. It feel like you're trying to sun me
Okay,
like I'm a kid. Like, get off the
I
fucking
know that
game.
it's wild. Okay, let me take this back. I know that it's wild. I know that it's wild. So maybe I'll do something like unplug the HDMI and make it look like I unplugged the game.
That would be better.
Turn the TV
No, I'm
off.
not-
I'd
no,
Yeah,
no,
turn
no.
the TV off.
I'd
or
rather you
something.
turn the TV
Do
off.
not unplug
I'm
that
not
game.
gonna turn the TV off. It gotta be dramatic. I will unplug the
Okay.
HDMI cord
Okay,
in a way
Yeah, don't do
that
that on
he
the
think
P5.
I unplugged the game.
Listen, be careful.
please be careful.
Please be careful.
Please be careful. We love you, bro.
I'm
Please be
letting y'all know
careful.
right. I'm not gonna put my hands on the man, but I don't know if we 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
45 minutes. I'm unplugging that game.
Do you know how, that's crazy because Warzone games be long as shit.
Oh, I didn't tell y'all she was in the car the whole time.
What?
She was sitting in the car.
She do that though. She be in the car.
That's, man.
You're the worst.
I'm a piece of shit. For like the
While,
first,
while
like,
we're talking about deal breakers, first date, y'all on the way to the restaurant. Y'all have a great time, right?
Mhm.
Bill come. He paid a bill. Great tip. Y'all get in the car. Y'all hit the highway. Boom. Catch a flat. The nigga get out the car and start panicking. What do you do? And when I say he get out the car and start panicking, I don't mean he get out the car like, damn, we can't fix it. He get out the car. What the fuck?
He don't know how to change the
Yeah,
tire.
he don't know what the fuck is going on.
He don't know how to change the tire.
He don't know how to get the tire off. Fuck, change the tire.
All right.
He don't know how to do that.
So the Charlene
said, boom.
answer-
got a flat tire. Just like that.
That's how it be. You get up. Listen, you are on the ramp at 85, standing on the side. And this nigga's out there like, oh my god. I don't know what we gonna do.
I got
He on
all of my
YouTube,
answers
too.
are bad.
He on YouTube. He on
All of
YouTube,
my answers
but
are
his
bad.
speaker kind of fucked up on his phone, so he got the phone up to his ear and trying to watch at the same time.
All of my answers I feel like are bad. So there's two things. So first thing I'm gonna say, my dad taught me how to change a tire.
Okay.
I 100% know how to change a tire.
Okay.
So he gonna have some options. 85, I'm looking at my location. I'm
Right.
looking at my find a friends. What nigga is around? So I'm gonna ask him, I'm gonna be like straight up, do you want me to call? Look, Daniel lived down the street. Do you want me to call Daniel? Or do
Yo.
you want me to change this tire? And that's just what it's gonna be.
That's
But I'm
true.
gonna let y'all know right now. If I'm on a first date and I have to change a tire because a nigga don't know how to change a tire, that's not the man for me.
Let me step in
That's
as well.
not the man for me.
If I need to get up out my house to go change a tire for any of my female friends on the date,
never talk to that
y'all
nigga
not
again.
talking to her ever again. That's for all my female friends. And I'm going to get there and I'm going to be talking real crazy.
No, everybody gonna be like, "Are you the one part?" I would not call Tyler, but like,
I'm not coming.
Like,
I don't know
like,
why
"Are
you said
dead
my name.
ass?"
I would never
Dead
come.
ass? Like,
I
y'all gonna
would.
be like, "Are y'all dead ass?"
I would hang up the phone.
No,
sometimes.
that's my thing. I feel like as a man, if a woman call you, any of the women in your life call you to change a tire, my first question is, who are you with? And if it's a nigga there, he need to get a taxi home. He need to figure out where he going after I change
Like
the
I
tire.
will come when he is gone.
Yeah, listen, because I'll change his tire. He not getting back in the car.
But I'm 100%. If I have to change your tire, we're not going on a date again. If I got to change the tire, we're not, like, I know how to change a tire for when I'm on the side of the road and y'all are far away and I can't call nobody to change my tire.
Right.
I can do it myself.
What if his fit clean?
I don't even know what that means.
Like, what if he don't want a dirty to fit?
Oh, if it's fit.
It's a lot of fashion niggas in Atlanta.
Hey.
It's a lot of
Hey.
fashion.
Hey.
Listen, it's a lot of fashion niggas. Listen,
If he got that shit on.
no, listen. Y'all lead a date. He hop in the car. He's like, oh my God, I got a Mary's on.
I don't want him to get some Mary's dirty.
Okay.
No, if he got that shit on, if he got on the fit,
What if he got the shit on and then he called AAA? That's cool, right?
if he called AAA because he got that, if he called AAA in general, cool. Like, don't nobody feel like dealing with a spare tire.
Especially on the side of the
Like,
highway.
yeah,
That's
like,
terrifying.
Don't nobody's like, if
Right.
you want to call your insurance, whatever, cool. If I have to calm you down for a plan, for a flat tire,
like,
if I gotta calm you down in general, no, I like.
He's
in
on the
them
side like, oh my
situations,
God.
I'm supposed to be panicking in the passenger seat, and you supposed to be calm.
let me really paint this scenario because Daniel said this. You are in the passenger seat. He's gotten back in the car. He's like, oh my God. You are talking to him. YouTube video right here. Like, he's trying to focus up.
Listen, there's a difference. If you don't want to get the fit dirty, cool.
Right.
I get it. Points if he got a fit because he
YouTube
really should
video
have
is
another. He should have something in the car that he could throw on.
I was gonna
He
say.
should have something in the car that he gonna throw on. If he knows how to change a tire and doesn't want to, cool. If he does not know how to change a tire, that's a problem for me. Cause how are you protecting me?
That's true.
How are you protecting me? Like for me, that's like it's no longer safe. If you panicking on the side of the road, like nigga, what you gonna do when we in my car and my car break down? What you gonna do when I'm on the phone with you and my car break down? And now you like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Cause you don't know what to do.
Could you imagine, bro? Could you imagine, look, like you personally?
Calling my man.
Could you calling him like, hey, I got a flat tire. Oh my God, really? Like he starts tweaking.
Are you serious?
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, like that's bare minimum. Like bare minimum, you should be able to change my
That's
tire.
so funny.
Like no, that.
I'm sorry, I just had to get a couple of those.
All right. Speaking of protection, how do you guys feel about Draya and Jalen Green having a baby together? If you do not know who Jalen Green is, he is a 21,
I know who
22-year-old
he is.
basketball player.
She knows Jalen.
And I wanted to bring this conversation up because I think it's a very, pedophilic.
I feel like that's it.
Yeah, I love making up words on this show. This is my
feel like
favorite
that's
thing. Hollywood is very pedophilic, and I believe it is swept under the rug. I think there's an even bigger double standard when it comes to older women and younger men, especially rappers and athletes.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get you guys' just opinion. Like, y'all think that's fucked up? Like, she's 46, he's 21, 22. Y'all think that's fucked up? Or are you looking at it like, I know like how you look. That's Draya, dog.
Let's let Charlene go first.
So
Go first.
I have my whole thing about, for me, people like older people like
Age
younger
ain't nothing but a
people.
number? Is that what you're saying?
If you are of age, you are of age. Now I understand the public outrage because yes, if the roles was reversed, if she was 21 and he was 46, it would be an issue. Like, I understand wholeheartedly that, and I understand the public outrage. My personal opinion, if you 18 and you want to date a 70-year-old, you 18, do what you want to do. Like, for me, everybody is in a different level, place of maturity. Some people are dumb. Some people are more mature. Some people are less mature. Age don't have nothing to do with maturity, and I think that that's what goes into dating. So, for me personally, he's 21. He's well grown enough to lay down and know what he's doing when he nutted in her. For the public outrage, yes, they would be way more outraged if it wasn't Draya.
Do you think it's predatory?
He a basketball player. And I like.
So
I
do you
don't.
think it's predatory to prey on a 22-year-old basketball player that don't know no
But
better?
is she preying on him, or did she think that he was a fine basketball player? Because I be looking at
asking.
these basketball players, and I ain't never thought about what their ages was. And I mean, they younger and younger now, but like, no, for sure, like they playing basketball, they're a professional basketball player. I don't think that it mattered what his age was. I think that if he was 40, she still would have did it. I don't think it had anything to do. He a basketball. He's an NBA player, and he fine. So like that's just I don't think that she's necessarily trying to prey on him. But I don't look at I don't, for me personally, I don't think that that's always a thing. So I could be
Okay. Ish.
First of all, Draya fine. So
Draya jersey up in the rafters.
Draya first ballot. First ballot Hall of Fame.
Ballot.
She gonna have her own wing.
You feel me?
She might get a statue outside. But as far as the double standard, I do think in certain situations there are double standard. This situation maybe not as much. Maybe more the Brittany Renner run, like she's in college, like looking at college basketball players. Maybe that one, because Jalen Green has been in the NBA for a couple years.
2 years.
But I think there is a double standard. Well, more traditionally it was a double standard because people were more. I don't say just protective over women, but like more protective over women's sexual activity, like their daughters and younger women. So things like that were, of course, viewed a certain way. But for boys, they just like as a culture, it's a completely different double standard how they do it. Like, Boosie talk about getting his son fucking, strippers and shit at 14. Like, there's just a whole side of that, like, nigga shit. Like, that's what I'm gonna call it. Because that is crazy stuff. But, like, that is just a whole side of where, like, they just like, oh, yeah, we don't care. Because the culture is different. But, yeah.
Okay.
Shout out, Dre.
Salute Draya. Salute Jalen Green. I think
got
it's
the news. I couldn't believe it.
I think it's a little predatory, but I think it's hard to call it that when you don't know how this happened. I believe from my point of view in the blogs, I be messy. I be having a little fun. I don't be on the shade room, but I be having fun. And I was reading that like she was at the games for a while, and it was kind of like she made women be women, and they know how to look and dress and act and
look at how he carried himself. He probably smelled good.
Like and maybe it was that. Maybe it was just like she was really at a Houston game and was like, oh shit, like I didn't even know who that is, blah blah blah, and she didn't really know nothing about it, and it didn't matter. But I think if she was at the game with this in mind, like I'm gonna find one of these young niggas that's finna get 250, 300, and I'm gonna get old boy pregnant, and that way I got 18 years of $100,000 a month coming to me. I think that is extremely predatory, extremely wrong, and I think it is something that is done often in that space. And I think it probably happens around in real life too. We just are the celebrity culture
it definitely happens.
Is bigger, but
what's shorty from that Most Def music video when she was like watching that nigga every week? I mean, he was just a regular dude. What's that song? You Don't Have to Call, Alicia Keys. Women stalk niggas they like, for sure. Women stalk.
Oh, you talking about nigga in a music video?
Yeah, in
you don't know my name.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was
stalking.
Yeah,
was she stalking him or was she just serving him every day?
She said, "Yeah, you come in here on every Wednesday. You work across. Oh, what you do? Okay." Like she was like, "Oh yeah, you always got this on. You."
She's attentive. She pays attention.
So women will for sure stalk you, like if they like you.
I agree.
They do.
I don't have a strong enough opinion on this. I just wanted to get y'all's opinion on this. I don't really care what people do when they sex. So I'm very similar to Charlene. Like if you are like of age and like of sound mind, I think it's okay. You said 18. I completely disagree with that though. I would say you're nowhere close to being fully developed at 18 as you should be. I believe like if you're a 50-year-old, 45-year-old trying to fuck an 18-year-old, you're a creep. And I
say like 21. That. I feel like 21.
I say 20. Yeah. I really say like 24, 25. I think 21 is still extremely young. Yeah. And I say this because I'm not far removed from that age, and I know how
18-year-olds also prey on 50-year-old men. They be looking for sugar daddy.
That's not the same thing. That's not what I'm talking about. I am talking about men that are at these spots looking to do this, knowing they have this financial backing that will make young women attract to them. I think that is disgusting, and I think it's a thing people do. I think that's disgusting.
I think what you said is disgusting too. I think a lot of that shit is nasty.
Oh, I do too. Yeah. But like, I'm out of women's business unless it's Beyonce or Nicki, and I also do think the women doing that is nasty, but it is. I believe double standards are necessary in this world. I think it's one of those double standards that it makes a little sense. Like it's Draya. Like a lot. Like if Jalen Green knew Draya was preying on him, would he have cared? Like, let's be honest.
No, that's my thing too. To like wrap it up, like you said, all right, 18 years of 100K, that's 1.8. Like that's a couple games in the league. Like
you feel me?
Like for the nigga, like
you feel
like
me?
Anthony Edwards sent Shorty 100K to not have that baby, and then had a baby shower with a different woman. Like once you get there, like a lot of them niggas don't care. A lot of niggas view that shit as like, I mean, like I can't, like, fuck it.
Okay, I agree.
Shout out Draya.
All right, where y'all want to go next? Keep the people entertained. Where y'all want to go next? Y'all want to go UMG Universal? Y'all want to go Zeus Network, affecting the black community in a negative way? Y'all want to go poll controversy?
Yeah, y'all can do the poll controversy in a second.
Let's talk about poll.
I don't. The thing is, I don't know what the controversy is.
I have no idea what.
I don't.
Oh, it doesn't have to be controversy. We could just talk about it.
I'm
but
scared.
There has been a lot of controversy because my studio is like going super viral right now because we did a mommy and me class.
That was y'all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, look, get out.
Y'all didn't know that was us?
I want y'all niggas to know
I had
from
no
the
idea.
bottom of my heart. We did. This is. I'm not gonna say this is live, but like that reaction from us is 100% natural. I had
crazy.
no clue that was y'all.
Yes.
Man.
Salute.
Yeah, let's
You
not
didn't
talk
look
about
at the
that.
video and see. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all
no,
didn't
I
come-
definitely.
I promise you, I did not look at
I
the
didn't look at the video.
I promise you. Like, what are you talking about? What the question?
I definitely look at the video.
No.
It's not like that. It's not like that.
Yeah. So
explain.
So
'Cause
the AFC
I'm sure for a couple people heard a mommy and me poll class and was very confused. So explain, and then yes, we're gonna get into championships real quick.
So first of all, it's something that they've been doing for a minute, but it's quite literally the name. It's a mommy and me pole class where they focus on the fitness, the tricks, like the stuff that I do in like series. So like, like how I'll be like the strong stuff, like the not dancing. It's not a dance class. It is a fitness class where they do like double tricks. Like I know you all have like seen like where like one of us will like lay and then the other person will stand on.
That should
It's
be
like,
crazy.
so you do that, but like your child stands on top of you. It was boys in the class, it was girls in the class, and it was their moms, and they just did like they taught them the tricks, and it was the precursor to now they're starting a kids program at Pink Poles. So there's going to be a kids program. Don't look at each other like that. There's going to be a kids program at Pink Poles, and so there's a lot of uproar. Oh, the black community stripping, blah 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 blah. But
Bring up the white people. Go ahead.
first of all,
I'm playing.
Tia, the owner. No, I will. I am. Tia, the owner, she posted a video of a white child polling. No hate on that video. No nothing on that video. No anything. Like, if you go on our page, if you go on the Pink Post page right now, and you look at the multiple videos that she's posted Asian boys doing polls. She's posted white children doing poll. And the only video that has hate on it is the videos with the black children polling. It's only the videos with the black children. All of the videos with the other children aren't. Now,
Do you think that's a deeper underlying issue about?
it is a deeper underlying issue because black people and stripping and poverty, but like I think that it's an American issue because pole is on track to be in the Olympics. It's not going to be in the Olympics this year, but it's going to be in the Olympics.
Flag football is.
Like it's going to be in a
Shout out to
pole
the
is going to
Jefferson.
be in the Olympics. Pole is going to be in the Olympics. It is a sport, and in other countries, it's a sport. You go to Russia. Not only is pole a
Can we
sport
say
that
that?
children do, huh?
Russia, like that.
What you mean?
I'm playing.
I don't-
I go like Russian bad for that.
okay, okay.
You go to one
Brazil.
Of these, you want to go to one of these cold countries?
Go to
there.
Brazil. If you go to
Okay,
Brazil,
that's better.
Yeah.
you go see, and not only are there children doing pole, but pole is a male-dominated sport. It's not even a women-dominated sport. You go to any of these other countries, and these men are dominating pole because it's about strength, and men naturally do better at pole because it's literally about throwing yourself around.
Yeah.
So you go to these other countries, and it's a male-dominated sport, and you go to these other countries, and children are doing it, and these kids are gonna go to the Olympics, and they're gonna kick America's ass in pole because we can't get past it. The issue is that
like
in
slime.
all other countries, in most countries, sex work is legal. In America,
Here we go. Let's get
but
into
look,
it. Come on.
in America,
Would you
sex
pay
work.
for
in America, sex work is not legal. So we have all of these women who want to be sex workers. They want to sell their pussy, but they can't. So they have. Oh, can I not say that? No, it's okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I mean, but like in America, women want to sell pussy, but they can't just go out and pop their pussy on the street. So they gotta pose as strippers to do it. Mm-hmm. And so we have associated pole dancing with stripping because stripping is legal, but selling pussy is not. But then you go to these other countries and people can be sex workers and they can live their life. And that's why they don't have all these strippers in other countries. They have burlesque shows and they have cabarets and they have pole dancers who just perform because they don't have to strip because the sex workers are doing sex work and the pole dancers are doing pole dancing. And I'm sure if y'all have seen anything that I've done, and if you go to the strip club, they don't be doing that in the strip club. Because it's not the same. I've been to the strip club since I've done pole. They don't do those tricks. Mm-hmm. They're not doing that stuff. They don't know how to do that stuff. The poles aren't even made the same. Yeah. Because the poles are literally there as a prop so that they can sell pussy. That's it. So that is the problem.
Question?
Hey, I think she explained that excellent. I think that was amazing. I think people that did not know about that are very informed at this point.
But y'all daughters won't be touching the pole.
Huh? Touching the what? What?
So when I go to the Olympics for pole, are y'all gonna come?
You said you gonna lose.
Not if it's in Russia.
She said she lose. Why we going?
No,
you said
that's way funny.
I'm saying the kids.
I'm gonna fly all the way out there to see some 30-year-old
No, there's some amazing. The pole dancers are gonna be good. Specifically talking about the children. Yeah. Specifically talking about the children.
I think you're 1,000% correct. I think it's just a cultural thing that's just different. I think it's just different from American culture in general. Like a lot of the countries you mentioned, like for a long time in America. Well, still in America, the money that Americans throw away at the strip club wouldn't be a feasible thing in other countries to begin with. So even before like the crackdown on prostitution in America, like those strip clubs and things like that were like you weren't like how there used to be a main strip clubs in Atlanta. You're just nearly not gonna see that in other countries, like you said. So I think it's just a cultural thing for sure.
You know that's right here.
I mean, I promise y'all, the moment that they make sex work, if they make sex work legal, there will be a decline of strip clubs.
Listen, don't do that. It's not
but I'm just saying.
It's not that type of
shit.
But
do y'all not think
promise it's not. I disagree.
There will be a decline in strip clubs.
No, it's because the strip club isn't always. It's not about the pussy. It's about the experience, and the vibe, for lack of a better word, of women. But it would be different. Of women. I don't think it would be.
There would be a decline because the strippers wouldn't want to do it. That's what I'm talking about.
I completely disagree with that.
I think that there are people who like to perform. I think there are a lot of people who like to perform, but I think that there's also a lot of people who would just go fuck if they didn't have to. You got to do too much in the strip club versus a person. Right. Listen, I'm saying they're doing it because they're making the money. Mm-hmm. Because that's how they have to make the money. If they did not have to make the money like that, they would pick a nigga that they actually like, not the sleazy one. They would pick the person that they like, and they would go and do what they would do at their house. Whether they stripping or not, it would be a different scenario because a lot of the men who are spending all of the money in the strip club, they want the bitches, and the bitches want the niggas. But they gotta be in a strip club to facilitate that. If they had the legal option to go do it somewhere else, they wouldn't do it at the strip club. You would get more performers. You would get more cabaret dancers. You would get more people who were doing it as a performance rather than the goal to sell pussy.
I completely disagree with that. I completely disagree.
I don't listen. I'm sure. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm sure, but we do know a lot of strippers. I know a lot of strippers.
Yeah, I love them strippers.
I do too.
Shout out James.
Of course, naturally you do. But like we're all in Atlanta a lot. But like I don't think a majority of strippers are stripping because they want to fuck niggas.
Thank you.
I don't think they do it because they want to fuck men.
I don't think
because right now, if you're just a regular woman, it's a lot of women selling pussy already.
Bro, I was about to say, do you know like you can get on the internet and
that $40 shit real
right now?
That $40 shit real.
I know where to go. Like I can do it.
And I will say this: selling pussy, of course, we are off the rails. So, like, none of this is, like, real information. But I feel like selling pussy doesn't have the longevity of Pole dancing.
It's not as lucrative either.
Because, like, okay, if you're selling pussy, you're not selling pussy for 10 years. There's no way for
You're
a
crazy.
decade.
You're
not-
crazy.
most
You're
people
crazy.
not trying to
I
stand-
want you to know that. That's
people-
wrong. That's wrong.
10
That's
years?
wrong. You must not. I'll drop some
10
names right now.
years?
I'll drop
So
some
do y'all
names
give
right
women
now,
money?
twin.
Do I give women? I like tap sex.
Outside of the strip club,
Oh.
do y'all give women money?
Yes.
Like in day-to-day life?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love giving. No, I don't. Never mind. Sorry.
I do love giving women away. Like,
Okay.
I love giving money.
I'm
to
an
women.
unselfish
I
person.
just
You gonna
like
give
making
women money
happy.
whether they on the pole or not?
I disagree with that.
I don't know.
No, because you're missing. Hold on, we were going somewhere with that.
You're good. You're good, though. She's good, though.
I think that again, what I was saying, the strip club isn't about selling pussy. Like, for a lot of niggas, it's about the energy in the building, knowing you finna walk in here, you gonna get your smoke, you gonna get your drink, it's gonna be naked women around, and you ain't gonna have to deal with no tough-ass niggas trying to boom, 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 unless
Do
you
you
in the...
strip
think
club
that
is like
do
the
you think
cool
that
club.
that's all of people's perspectives when they walk in a strip club, or do you think that that's just you and the people around you view
No,
of the strip club?
I think that is the perspective of the people that frequent the strip club. I think it's niggas that come into the strip club once a month, 2 times a month, thinking they finna get a pussy, finna think the stripper finna go back to the back room with them, take their drawers off, and they finna get the busting. I think it's a couple niggas that walk in there like that. But the niggas that are frequent in the strip club on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday are in there for the energy, for the vibe, for the food.
It's
Because they
niggas
like the
that- it's niggas
bartender,
that go
because
to
they
the
like
strip
the
club.
waitress. Like,
It's niggas that go to strip club 4 times a
Yes,
week.
But why are the
Salute Joe
strippers
Budden.
there?
It's easy money.
the same thing.
They be trying to get out of the strip club. Nobody is it like. There's not a lot of women that be in the strip club for longevity. Like, they don't be in a strip club for longevity. They be in there. They trying to get in and trying to get out. They're trying to get a bag. They're trying to get a big bag quick, and they're trying to get out.
Well, to that point, they're not there to sell pussy then. If that's your goal in stripping, you not going to sell pussy.
No,
Because
they have-
selling pussy, it's less lucrative, like I just said.
It depends on who buying it.
That's okay. I'll give you that.
But,
But
okay.
if the nigga buying it is also in the strip club,
Let me retort. You said depends who buying it. If selling pussy were to be legal, like you said, there would be a massive decline in prices already, as we've already seen.
there you go.
It's $40 now, and that's why bitches doing it under the table. If there was an app, like if you could overeat some pussy, like, come on, like.
Depends on
Gotcha.
No, it depends.
That
it
was
depends
cool.
on who's
Oh,
selling it.
hey.
It depends on who's
Uber
selling
pussy?
it.
Uber
eating
pussy
some
is
pussy, like-
crazy.
It depends on who's selling it.
Dash pass. some
You
box?
you
Hey,
create your
look.
you create your prices.
Dash pass some
You
head,
create
like-
your prices.
We can't put this.
I
on
disagree.
You create your
This
prices.
is a Patreon conversation.
This is crazy. This is going off the rails. Like,
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
crazy.
it is.
All right. So, fuck it. Would you have? I'm joking. UMG and Universal, something normal.
Wait, what was the question? What was the question?
It was gonna be something crazy.
Okay, but just ask it though.
I'll ask it on Patreon when we record the episode. In a couple weeks. But UMG and TikTok, my bad, I said Universal, that's the same thing. Universal Music Group and TikTok are having a beef right now, like Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion. Universal has officially taken all of their artists' music off of TikTok because they feel like they are not being fairly compensated. The artists, the label, feels like the artists are not being fairly compensated.
Which is fair.
I'm going to say that again. The label that has been stealing from artists since the beginning of time feels like TikTok, the little app TikTok, is not going to pay their artists enough. So they took all of their music off of TikTok so their artists can't get paid at all.
Yep.
Makes a lot of sense if you think about it. TikTok's response was, "It is sad and disappointing that Universal Music Group has put their own greed above the interests of their artists and songwriters. Despite Universal's false narrative and rhetoric, the fact is they have chosen to walk away from the powerful support of a platform with well over $1 billion that serves as a free promotional and discovery vehicle for their talent. TikTok has been able to reach artist-first agreements with every other label and publisher. Clearly, Universal's self-serving actions are not in the best interests of artists, songwriters, and fans." All caps. TikTok was able to sign everyone else. Oh, nope, I wrote that. My bad. That was the end of it.
So the first thing that pisses me off about it is that, first of all, it's so many unreleased songs on there. And we were going through my TikTok before you got here. I think every TikTok that I've ever made with a Little Yachty song is unreleased.
Right.
And they're all gone.
Good.
I'm so upset about that. I'm so upset about that. But I just think that, like, from an app perspective, like, it is affecting the TikTokers more than it's affecting the consumers more than it's affecting the company, because, like, you on my page now, half of my TikToks are muted.
Yeah.
I gotta go back and choose new songs. I make my TikToks to the song.
Right.
Like, if the song say, "Oh, turn to the back," I'm turning to the back in the TikTok. Like, I take my time to make my TikToks to the music I'm doing it to, and now I have all these videos that are blank.
And to that point, literally hundreds of million people are the exact same way.
Yeah, and it's everybody. We're all affected because these sounds are viral.
Do you put it on the label or do you put it on TikTok?
I put it on the I mean, I get both sides of it, but I think that, like, an agreement could have been made. I think that it could have even been like and I don't know. There could have been a negotiation. Like, it could have been like, if you're not gonna pay them in 30 days, like. Yeah. I read this last night, and on TikTok this morning, all my videos. This has been
going on for months. This has been going on for months.
And I didn't know that. But, like, all my TikToks were muted this morning, and yesterday was the first time I heard about it.
No, today was, like, that was, like, the final. Like, that's when TikTok released the thing. I would have to see it, but, you know, I'd hold off on it. Listen, because, of course, the labels are the enemy, but I'd have to hold off. I'd really have to see, because, interesting enough, I don't know if we ever talked about this. You know the Def Jam video game, Fight for New York? Mm-hmm. So they were talking about how they can't make another one. Like, it's basically a video game with all the rappers. Like, and a bunch of rappers fight each other. And Ice-T was saying that none of them niggas got paid for real. And then they did it. It was kind of like all right, everybody else is doing it. We better do it too for the promo. That's why it could never happen. And all of them regret it. So TikTok saying everybody else got deals, don't really do it for me until I see, like, what are they saying? Because your point is the reason I want to see what they didn't want to give. Because without that music, there is no TikTok.
And because these are the people who are running TikTok. Yeah. Like Lil Yachty, arguably, like, he didn't have the best rap year last year, but he had the best fashion year, and he 100% had the best TikTok year. Yeah. Because when I tell you, back-to-back TikToks, like, everything that they do is going up. Yeah. Everything that they do is going up.
Shout out Jid too. Like the challenges.
And so many people. Yeah. Drake.
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
Drake, but
and that would be my biggest thing.
SZA, like Billie Eilish, Adele, Summer Walker.
Summer Walker. Summer Walker has the girls in a frenzy. Every TikTok, and you got to think about it. Like, TikToks now is a song over an instrumental of another song. Right. Now both of the songs is off of TikTok. Yep. Like everything is gone. TikTok is viral. Like, it's making songs resurface. Like, that is what it is. That is the bread and butter of TikTok. And I'm like, half of my videos don't have sound right now.
And the thing is, like, you mentioned how the labels are stealing. The labels already stealing most of the money. So if artists are like, hey, I just blew up on TikTok, and a million, like okay, we're like if we had a TikTok video about a song, and our TikTok video did 100 million, and we take it home 150, whatever they're paying TikTok artists, but the artist is not getting nowhere near that. I could see how that's not something like the money needs to kind of make sense for me.
Or the money got to make sense so that they can also get something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if labels are already stealing 90% of my bread, right? And I gotta wait for the label to hit their share, and then the stream is counted different because it's a TikTok, so it's not like the same. Like, and I'm losing most of that money. I can understand that.
I would say I agree with you, but artists are coming out and complaining about it, and that's why I brought it up, was because the artists are coming out like, why would you be doing this? And to your point, Universal. They still have 73% of the music in the world left. So it was 20, whatever that was, 20-something%. 27. And I hope that was right. That is my issue, because I'm not looking at the Billie Eilishes and the Taylor Swifts and those mega stars. I'm looking at the Armani Whites, the Ken Carsons, the Mobs.
Yachty.
Yeah.
And I am looking at people like that.
Caribou.
I'm not looking at Yachty.
That's going up right now.
Yachty's a superstar. I'm not looking at Yachty. But the rest of the underground scene, I'm looking at them, at how is it affecting them not being able to have their music on that platform. And so that's why I'm saying it's selfish of the label because even if you feel like the artists aren't getting compensated fairly, which I think is a bullshit. I think that's complete bullshit. I think it's the label isn't getting the money they want and the percentages they want, and so they're pretending like it's on the artist because they know people that don't read and things are gonna be like, oh my God, TikTok. And TikTok has been in the news a lot for the past year with all of the other shit. So
Yeah, I don't trust TikTok.
I think
I don't trust TikTok at all.
I think I don't trust anything in the world.
No, but look, like I don't trust Facebook, but I distrust TikTok. I actively distrust TikTok.
Delete our channel, bro? Like
No. Like I think TikTok for sure. Like I love so many TikTok videos. Like you get the info, like the stuff you find. But
It's Google.
No, but it's definitely some shit going on with TikTok. Like it's definitely some shit going on with TikTok.
for sure.
Oh, for sure. But like TikTok, it's Google.
Do you know how much niggas are getting paid off TikTok?
That's my thing. That's my thing. It's got to be some shit going on.
Niggas are getting
It's
paid.
got to
They
be
are.
some shit going on.
It's folks
bro.
getting $25,000 a month off TikTok.
Yeah.
That's
But
what I'm saying. Niggas make more on TikToks about music than the niggas making the music.
But it also has helped a lot of artists blow up otherwise that they wouldn't without TikTok.
Agree.
And I think that that's kind of to your point where like we have like Tyla with Water.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's like there are songs. I mean, even Victoria Monet, and like I mean,
Yes.
Victoria Monet had a spark. Like
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
wasn't new, but yes, without
Blow it
TikTok,
up, yeah.
there's not nothing. I mean, even we going back, like come on, Doja Cat.
And lastly,
Doja Cat?
I would argue it helps the older artists too get some records that used to be
Yachty.
fire and that used to be fire and go up. Like I don't know if y'all know, but Lil Wayne Lollipop went diamond right after it blew up on TikTok. Like that helped it get that diamond status.
K Camp with Renegade.
Yes.
That song was old.
Yes.
That song was
Yeah.
old.
It's a couple other older
Come
songs
on,
that blew
we
up. I
know
think
why
it was an
we
Usher
know why
song
Meg got the
recently.
Grammy. Let's full circle. Meg got that Grammy because of TikTok.
Yes, sir.
Facts. Cut the check.
Because that was the biggest. That was the biggest thing of all time.
But
Beyonce jumped on it.
I will say the silver lining in this is it may stop the trend of forcing TikTok songs on albums. And that is something as a consumer I would appreciate because first off, I don't think the TikTok music is gonna last. And secondly, I don't think it's really even good to begin with. I think it's
Like
a few
what?
songs on TikTok that have been good, but the other shit I be hearing be bad. And I don't know the name of these songs. Like it be the younger songs that I like somebody will send to me and I'll be like, this shit is shit. I think Yeet is shit. Sorry, I think Yeet is not a good artist and he's not for me. But it's songs I've heard on TikTok that I have went to go play and it's been the 30 seconds of the song on TikTok was fire and the rest of that shit was terrible. So I think, and the bigger artists, like every album from a mainstream artist has some type of TikTok record, and you can find it. I can go find it on Nicki's album, Meg's last album, not Cardi B, that was 2018, but Drake's last album. I can go find it on every album. Remember Tootsie Slide? What the fuck was Drake doing, dog? That was a TikTok song. It was a song for a TikTok.
Yep.
So
Was TikTok out when Tootsie Slide came out?
it had just came out too. It had just came out.
I didn't. Yeah. Okay.
It had just came out. So that is the silver lining. I was like, maybe this might help just a little bit. All right. So we've been here for a little minute. I do want to close this. CHARLENE is a very important figure in the community, if you do not know. She is one of the most passionate people when it comes to the things that she loves and she cares about. She is extremely hardworking, and she has a nonprofit called The Spot. I will let her explain everything, what it means, and why she is doing it, and then we can go from there.
Okay. The Spot is the safe place for our tribe. It is nicknamed The Spot because that's the acronym, but also it is supposed to be creating a space that feels like home. So, the spot, you at home, you're at the spot. We are trying to create emotional safety within the Black community, and we really are just focused on like educating people. It doesn't really matter who they are, but we're focused on educating people on how to create a truly safe space. And right now we're hosting a lot of events. We're actually working on a lot of things right now, but really just trying to touch the community in ways where people can come and just show up as who they are, and nobody else but that.
Mm-hmm. What made you want to do it?
So in college, I went to a very racist college where I met my board, Azalea, Marissa, Alexis, and we kind of were the trailblazers for Black women at our institution. There were a lot that came before us. Specifically, got to shout out my friend Kenya Hunter. She was like, yeah, no, Brunel's racist. Like, and it was very racist. And we seen that. And it was systematically racist, but it also like embedded in the student culture. So we worked really hard to break that culture. And so like the stuff that we went through, like finding a seat at the table, backlash from our teachers, that is really what just pushed us to continue to do it. And then it was like, okay, well, we've been doing it all of this time. Let's just keep going.
You feel me?
And so that's what we did. We wanted to make it bigger because these are the spaces that we're trying to create are the spaces that weren't there for us, but they also weren't there for a lot of people in other situations and in life. So that is what pushed us to do it.
That's beautiful. Ish. You got anything?
No, I thought it was a great explanation.
Yeah,
I've been to a couple
she
of, probably three events from the spot. And they've all been very, I want to say cozy would be the right word. Where like, especially, I don't know how to word this, but like you go to stuff, especially nowadays, everybody going back out post-COVID. Like every time you go somewhere, it is a little built-in anxiety going.
For sure.
Who's going to be there, what it's going to be like, what's the event. Like it's just comfortable going to an event, where you can be yourself. Everybody else there is going to be themselves. Everybody's going to be having a good time, and it's not going to be like anything unexpected.
Yeah, and I think like especially with the cookout, I'm gonna announce it here first. The cookout for 2024 is gonna be on June 8th.
Hey, June 8th.
This is an exclusive.
Okay.
It's an exclusive.
Yeah, we gonna have some go across the.
But I think that it is really important, especially like when you're having people at the park. I mean, we had 500 the first year, but we got into the thousands the second year. And the biggest thing, everybody in the comments on TikTok was like, "Oh, there's gonna be a shootout. There's gonna be a this. There's gonna be a doubt." And I think that it's really, really crazy when you can get thousands of black people in a small space. And we all are eating and drinking and just vibing. There's no rules. There's no nothing. And there's no violence. There's no fighting. There's no shooting. There's no bad vibes at all. There's not even an argument that's breaking out. And I think that, like, that's really important for us to, like, create them spaces of, like, the black cookout. Like, you feel like you with your family. Everybody feel important and comfortable. And, like, they feel like they're at home. And that is what we are striving to do.
1000%.
So I go to just about every event that they throw that I can. And I will say the things that stands out to me the most is that they, like, live this. It's not like they wake up on event day and it's time to be the spot. Like, they're the spot every day of their lives. This is, like, the things CHARLENE are repeating are things she would be saying if the spot didn't exist. She would be like, we need a space to do this. Like, hey, let's find somewhere else to do this, because this is, like, who she is, along with the board, the Zayla, Marissa,
with
and
my
Alexis.
whole team, like not my entire team, like everybody on my team. Nobody's motivation is anything other than that, and that is what everybody. It's so easy for all of us because everybody lives that. Everybody is that person that wants to create that space. Like we all just have the same exact mindset when it comes to creating those spaces and how it looks. Because, like, I mean, nonprofits, we're not making no money. We begging for money. And we all are doing this for free, and they are all motivated because we all have the same vision.
And to piggyback off of that, like, y'all's passion, I believe the reason your events feel cozy, safe, is because of y'all living that every day. So when you walk into the environment, it's like when the class is actually behaving that day, you don't want to be the nigga to fuck it up. And I think you get that feeling when you walk in these events and you really do see a group of 35 people in a circle that have known each other for 20 to 7 years. Like, it's really beautiful to see that. And then you slowly see the kids coming out and the families coming out, and then the food gets ready. We're talking about the cookout specifically in this instance, but the food gets ready. Niggas is double dutching and playing hopscotch and, like, doing. Jalen was riding a BMX bike last year. Like, niggas is doing kid shit.
I'm bringing a football this year, Rock.
You feel me? I had it in the car, and then I was cooking for 10 hours. That is something that I think is really important because, as Ish was just saying, bro, I'm super paranoid going out. Like, I don't know if y'all follow ATL Scoop, but it's somebody getting shot every day in Atlanta, and at everything. And I live my life as, like, in positive, like when I see rich for famous and goal-reaching people, I can be that person.
Yeah.
But when I see drama and bad outcomes, I also feel like that could be me. So I'd be super paranoid going out, especially in a city like Atlanta, and having somewhere like this where I know I ain't gotta worry about nothing.
Right.
I don't gotta try to act cool.
Niggas, bro.
And people
Like-
can bring their kids out.
like,
Security
people
dancing.
make
Security
kids, like-
dancing with us, bro. Like
People bringing like they had their baby, like it was babies
It was
out there.
real
Like
infants.
babies,
Yeah.
like
It was infants
3
and
months,
thugs.
4 months, and I'm like people out there with their babies at the park.
It
and,
was
like,
it was niggas that like would come by the cookout and be like, "Oh, let me go get something and come back to this because it's like I can't miss this." Like people, I don't know if I don't know where it's gonna be, but the park it usually is at. It's right by the zoo.
It's gonna be a great park.
It's at Grant Park in Atlanta, so the zoo is right next to that. So people are coming
Leaving
up
the
from
zoo.
the zoo like,
Well, what's
"Oh,
that?"
we just gonna stay here for the day," and it's people out there from 12 to 10:30, like
The
all
whole night.
day in the sun. Like hot as fuck, sweating all day, don't give a fuck, like just enjoying the energy of the environment.
Man, them people at the first event was like, y'all, it's a spades contest. They waited all day to play spades, and they won too. And then they donated the money they won back.
That's cool.
But like they waited out there. They were like 40.
yeah.
But I do want to, I don't want to get off on a range about the cookout, because the cookout really is fire. Again, June 8th. Yeah, I got to pop out. It's really the shit. But what other events are you guys looking to throw this year? I know you guys do On Your Crown and you do Sex and Self-Care every year. The cookout, Sex and Self-Care, and On Your Crown are every single year. But do you guys have anything new you guys are looking to do this year?
Yes. So right now we're working on it, and I don't know when this is gonna drop, but we are gonna do a prom scholarship. So we're looking to fund people's proms. We already have some things that we're working on. We already got some people that have committed. So we're just going to try to fund as many people as we can to help them get to prom, whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
And we're working on our mentoring program that's going to be for high school and college students. So that's something. And the big thing that we're planning on this year is our Black Men series. It's going to be the Black Men 2 series, and it's going to focus on Black men blank, and then whatever the blank is too, and it's just going to be a space for Black men. It's going to be ran by Jalen, because he is the Black man on our team. We are a team of women, but he's going to be spearheading that. And then we brought people in, like y'all sat on our what would we call that?
It was like a
what is it,
A panel?
It wasn't a, what is the word?
I know what you're saying.
Socratic seminar?
No. It's
A
the
powwow.
No. What is it called when it's like a focus group? Y'all were in our focus group.
Okay.
So like we're gonna be bringing in people. Y'all might be working on it. Just so y'all know, but because it's not. We are just going to create the space,
Right.
but it's not something that anybody on our team is going to be able to really have any hands in except for Jalen, because it's going to be a space for Black men, by Black men. That's going to be all y'all. But our biggest thing this year is pushing out the Black men.
We should have the
series
first one at the studio. Sorry. Go ahead.
at the studio. Well, I mean, that's how it was really what y'all want it to look like.
Ignore
I mean,
me. Ignore me.
it might look like that. I'm not going to have any say in this. So the biggest thing for us this year is creating a safe place for Black men,
Shit gonna be in my
because
driveway.
you
First,
know-
you take the caliper off. Look at the brake pad. Is the brake pad worn? Brake pad not worn. You put it back on.
But yeah, so Black Men series, that's a big thing for this year. We're going to do our other events. But yeah, we're really focusing more on reaching the kids. I know Anaya and China are really working on things to like engage the family community more, especially in Covington and Conyers, because that's where we are and that's where we come from. But
COV.
so we're doing a lot more for the kids this year, and specifically for the Black men.
Oh yeah,
Beautiful.
that's beautiful.
Donations, social media, all of that.
Our website is thespotinc.org. The
Flash on the screen.
SPOTINC.org. If you want to find us on social media, it is either _ the Spot Inc. or the Spot Inc. _.
And it's also in the bio.
It's
right below
also
you.
in the bio.
Yep.
We are always taking donations. We are a 501c3 public charity, which means everything is 100% tax free. It's tax season. If you are the kind of person who owes taxes, this gives you a tax break. So whatever you donate, you can write off on your taxes, and it'll give you a tax break because you're giving back. We're always looking for volunteers. We're always looking for new ideas. If it's a space that you feel like need to be created, let us know, and we'll create it for you. And my personal is CHARLENE _ on everything: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. That's it.
All right.
Awesome.
10 minutes. AFC NFC Championship. Yo. Give me 2 minutes, bro.
All right, go ahead.
To Lamar Jackson, I am sorry. To the city of Baltimore, I am sorry. To Mike McDonald, I am sorry. To Roquan Smith, I am sorry. Kyle Hamilton, Marlon Humphrey, Justin
Adebike.
Adebike, Kyle Van Noy, I am sorry. Odell Beckham Jr., I'm more sorry to you than anybody else. John Harbaugh, Todd Monken, you failed the Baltimore Ravens. It is no other way to put it. You were the best rushing team in football from day one. You're always a good rushing team. And the moment you get to the biggest game of the season, you fall away from what your identity has been this entire season. What has made you great? An unstoppable machine. Me and Ish were calling you guys one of the best football teams we have ever seen.
Y'all were.
And you ruined that. You ruined your chance at Baltimore winning a Super Bowl because you and I both know they were beating the 49ers by 10 to 14 points.
Oh, easy.
No question it was going to
We're
happen.
going to talk about the Super Bowl later, but the Chiefs going to blow their doors off them.
Come on now. But you came in this game with a game plan that went against every game plan you've had all year.
Yeah.
Why? Ish, take it away.
Yeah, I got to say, listen, as somebody, because, of course, we did our game picks. Start of the year, I had the Chiefs going to Super Bowl. You had the Ravens going to Super Bowl. We took our game picks all the way up to the game. I believe the Chiefs were going to win, but what I watched is not what I thought I was going to see. It was probably one of the most confusing games I've seen.
Ever in my life.
Yeah, especially because the way it started, Chiefs scored a touchdown, the Ravens scored a touchdown. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Here we go.
They finna
Here we
go
go.
band for band. We in for a classic. But it was like watching the Warriors post up Steph Curry for 30 minutes. It was probably the most confusing thing I've ever seen. Because why – I can understand you want to pass the ball more. Why would you wait until you're playing the best – because the Ravens defense is on your team, so you can't play them. The best defense left in the NFL. You're going to do something you've never, ever done in the most important game.
Wow, they're the 28th rushing team in the league.
And what was more frustrating was when it didn't work, you kept doing it. And that's why I think you're an idiot. But that's another thing. But as Daniel said, I'm sorry to Mike McDonald. His team didn't allow, I think, a
touchdown from 6 minutes left in the second quarter for the rest of the game.
Rest of the game.
A point. Fuck a touchdown. A point.
And what's so sad about it, because you mentioned the city of Baltimore, is your defensive coordinator is gone. The defense that y'all had, that John Harbaugh had nothing to do with, is going to be different next year.
And Patrick Queen is gone.
Patrick Queen, this is, this was the year you were supposed to do it. You very easily could have done it. Easily could have done it, but, you didn't. And honestly, there's no more, we usually do 2.5 hours of football. There's no analysis we can offer. There's nothing we can tell you to explain why they didn't do it. I don't know why they didn't do it. To the nigga who parlay didn't hit, mine didn't either. We don't know why.
We don't know why.
I don't want to say they chose to lose, but they definitely didn't decide to win. You didn't decide to win.
The best way I can put it, and I came to this realization today, is it's so simple that it's complicated.
Yeah.
Simple.
Shout out Wayne.
To the Chiefs, I want you to go into them big pause because that defense was historic. I do want to give a little credit to the defense, although I do think the offensive scheme was terrible going into the game. I do have to give a little credit to that Chiefs defense and Patrick Mahomes on that first drive because I feel like the Chiefs went into the game knowing, all right, if we win the toss, defer, go score, we can get them to panic.
Yeah, no.
And the Ravens played like they were down by 21 points from the moment they were down 14-7.
Yeah, no, it was I could, definitely I've watched 40 Patriot playoff games. It felt like, and as we are here, it feels like Mahomes is taking that step into Tom Brady where you can see other teams are playing against him. They're not playing, okay, this is an NFL game. They're saying, oh, my God, we're playing Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
So we need to play this way. No, you don't. And you see it, so you're starting to see it more and more with each team they play. It's almost like they're intimidated, and it felt like the Chiefs wanted to bully the Ravens the whole game. Shout out Steve Spagnuolo. Great defensive coordinator, and with the scheme they presented, which I loved, and you responded so poorly against, was we're going to play man, and let's see if anybody can separate. Let's see if anyone can. It's one-on-one, beat the guy across from you. And you saw the entire game, the Ravens wide receivers couldn't. You saw Odell magically appear in the third quarter, got 4 straight targets, caught most of them. I don't know why he wasn't in the game. Nelson Aguilar, I'm sure he's a good dude. I've seen him drop way too many passes in the playoffs to be starting over Odell Beckham. But again, we don't know. We don't know what they're doing. We don't know. But to lose an NFL playoff game because you don't have a wide receiver that can beat man coverage is indefensible.
I would say
it's indefensible.
I would say Zay Flowers can beat man coverage, but I think he was the only one consistently separated.
And he was on all. But that's the thing. Zay Flowers, and he did separate, and he did have that one big catch where he should have scored. By the way, but he got All-Pro Trent McDuffie on him, and then he got L'Jarius Sneed on him too. But the thing is, when you only have one guy that can really separate, they're rolling everything to his way. So now we're throwing man-to-man routes with Rashad Bateman and Mark Andrews. Salute Mark Andrews for playing, but you mentioned a lot of names. I don't. I'm not gonna say sorry to any of these niggas because they rich, but there's one nigga I will say sorry to, and it's Justice Hill. I'm sorry, Justice Hill. You had an amazing season. And Gus Edwards.
Yes.
Y'all had an amazing season on y'all backs. Y'all played one of the most taxing positions. The NFL spent a year telling y'all how much running backs don't matter. And the teams in the Super Bowl right now have 2 great running backs and just ran the ball the whole game.
That boy know football. So 49ers, Lions, we'll get more into this next week, the game specifically. I just want to ask you, do you agree with Dan Campbell's decision to go for it?
1,000%.
Both of them, the first and second one.
1,000%. I definitely agree with both of them. The first one was a little iffy, but you don't think that you're gonna fumble on the first handoff of the next series. And the play, the play isn't, hey, Josh Reynolds, run up and drop this pass.
And drop the ball. That's wide open.
It's like, yo, hey, when you get out there, don't catch it.
That's why I'm like, the first one I don't blame him at all.
And the second one, I listen, I've died on this hill since this happened. I am not tying the game and kicking the ball to Christian McCaffrey. I'm not doing that. If Lamar Jackson wasn't gonna win MVP, it was going to be Christian McCaffrey, probably the best running back in the modern era post Adrian Peterson. My defense is shit. I'm not kicking the ball to Christian McCaffrey.
I think the second one he should have kicked. The reason I think he should have kicked is because you tied the game, you put the pressure on Brock Purdy, and I believe you should trust your NFL defense to be able to get off the field within 5.5 minutes. Even if they go down and score, you tell them, yo, once they cross this line, kind of just like let it go, bro. Like but I think you trust your defense in that scenario. But I'm about 75% that and 25% look, we've been doing this all year.
And the only thing I can say, because I do agree with the call, because we do got to get out here, but the only thing I will say, last play of our season, I don't care what sport it is. We talk about this basketball, football, it won't be a Josh Reynolds target. I'll tell you that much. The last play of our season will be the best player on my team throwing to the second best player on my team or the best player on my team, giving it to the second best player. I'm cool with it, whatever you call, as long as it's an elite player on the other side of it.
Jameer Gibbs or Amon-Ra St. Brown should have touched that ball for sure.
And Jameer Gibbs, the young players played young. You'll be fine. I do think with Ben Johnson coming back, which was also predicted on this show, a lot of people say we don't know ball, but we just predicted the coordinator would decide not to be a head coach, which never happens. Shout out to us. But I think they'll have a good runway. Jameer Gibbs fumbled. Like Jamo, we were so close. That's probably my biggest wide receiver pet peeve. I'm going to say it on here. Stop slowing down to find the ball.
Thank you.
You are running to a landmark. Please keep running.
If
you just run through your route, you catch a touchdown, y'all win the game.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Lastly,
seriously, it sounds so simple. Like, why would you stop running? Why are you slowing down?
Lastly, on Baltimore, all 3 of those pass interference calls are egregious.
Yeah.
The one on Odell is at least one, but the one on Isaiah and the 2 on, it was both of them on Isaiah. Yeah. Those 2 on Isaiah, especially the third one.
Bro, the first one on Likely, where he fell in the middle of the field,
that was the second one.
The second
yes.
one. It has to be something. Whether it's offensive or defensive, that is not an NFL play. Y'all got to call something there.
That's fucking egregious, bro. Yeah. But before we get out of here, no, the game is not rigged because of Taylor Swift.
Yeah, shout out Taylor Swift, first of all. The game's not rigged. I'm old enough to know when Tony Romo was dating bad bitches. Niggas have always dated celebrities because they're NFL athletes. Like, when Tony Romo had Shorty, it was a problem because Tony Romo was mid. Travis Kelce's the best tight end of the modern era. He can definitely date Taylor Swift. And listen, Taylor Swift is one of the biggest artists in the world. they are not rigging games to get Taylor Swift to the Super Bowl. Because she would go, if she wants to, she would go anyway.
If they wanted Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl, they would just pay her to come.
Literally.
Do y'all not understand that? Do you understand how simple that is?
She don't even be on the broadcast long enough for me to remember. Like, I remember it while she's on the TV, and then I stop.
And the other thing is, like, they do this in other games just to other people.
That's a
if
fact.
Hove is at a game, they gonna show Hove. If
Bro,
Drake is at a game, they gonna show Drake.
Kobe last game, it was 40 million celebrities. They show them all. Every night I go to a game, they be like, all right, look who's here.
It's a thing.
It's Boosie at the Hawks game. Like,
Bro, they
all
show
right.
Boosie at every Hawks game.
You
Like,
don't even gotta be that
y'all.
famous. You don't even gotta be that famous to be there. Like,
They show Drewski.
yeah, like, come
Salute
on.
Drewski. I love you, dog.
Shout out Drewski.
And if you went to his music video in the Ruby Red parking lot,
Okay, let me ask: is that dick eating?
yes, for sure.
Going to a nigga music
For sure.
video for free?
If you're under 18.
Okay.
If you're over 18. If you're under 18, go be fun, have fun, be a kid. I would say 19, actually. If you're 18 under, go be a kid, have fun. But if you're 19 and older trying to get on because you think you're finna run into Drewski.
Nah, as a man, don't go to Drewski.
What are you doing at a Drewski music video?
This is how we go in it. No, this is how we go in it. Would you go to Drewski comedy show? Like, if somebody bought you tickets? Does going to that count as dicky?
On your birthday?
Weren't you going to a Drewski concert on your birthday?
No, you. That was your idea.
Was that my idea? Or was you already going?
No, you called me. You said, let's go to Drewski show on your birthday. I said, I'm not dicky, no nigga on my birthday, bro. Like, it's my birthday.
Is that how you felt about it?
No, but think about it. It's my birthday. I'm going to see him. What the fuck? It's like if you was like, yo, like if we were out eating somewhere and Drewski like pulled up and we're like doing jokes, that's one thing. Like, all right, bet it's my birthday. He comes to see me. I gotta go see that nigga on my birthday. Like,
I didn't know you felt that way about it. I thought it was something funny too. That's so crazy.
I go to a woman comic on my birthday. Like,
Fuck,
What,
that
you want
is
to go
so
see
funny,
Tiffany
dude.
Haddish? Like,
Tiffany Haddish do shows.
Yeah.
yes, bro. She's a stand-up comedian.
Hey, this has been episode 55. Thank you to Charlene. That's my motherfucking dog, my sister. I love you more than anything in this world. Please look in the bio and follow everything. Please donate if you can. If you can't, get your money up. And we love you. We out of here. Let people over in traffic. Please subscribe, like, and comment. And always, salute to the women.
Salute to women.
Do y'all want to pledge right now? Pledge a donation
What's the timestamp for that one?
to the spot. Do y'all want to pledge a donation to the spot?
Hey, cut